Oh, gosh. Hi. You're welcome wherever you're watching. So I actually want to welcome each and every one of us. You're welcome to this live stream. My name still remains my name, Okpara Chidozie Kingsley. Yeah, and sorry, most of us joining us, if you were with us yesterday, you say this one that I'm inside today. I didn't go out today, and we're not actually driving, seeing the streets of Finland. I know that would be our question. So you're not wrong. You're right. The thing there is that I decided to rest today. It's been a long, long month for me. I work every now and then, every time, every period. But this time around, I decided to kind of stay at home for some hours. It's not as if it's going to last forever. It's just for me to rest for some hours, and then I'll still figure out go to work, because if you find yourself out of your comfort zone, what you are there actually to do is to work, to struggle, to make ends meet for yourself, right? That is what actually we're here for. And throughout yesterday, we walked all through. We saw the streets of Finland. We saw different locations. We were in about 25 locations yesterday, where we were trying to showcase the beauty and a kind of those streets of Finland, even though some of us did not follow from the beginning to the end. But then I think I was able to show a good percentage of them, right? So today I'm at home. I walked throughout that yesterday. Yesterday I worked from that 1 p.m. Finland time till 10, and then I started my next shift around 11 till 3 a.m. in the morning this morning. So I have to sleep from 3 a.m. till now that I woke up, and I decided to share ideas with some of my with my subscribers, those that are willing to listen and those that are willing to learn, right? This particular live video is going to be full packed with a lot of information, depending on how interactive we are. It depends on how interactive we are, because I have a lot of stuff I want to share with us. I have a lot of things I want to discuss with us on the realities here in Finland, for those of us who are planning to come and those of us who are already here. It is entirely different. What people you see content creators in UK, you see content creators in Canada, you see content creators in Nigeria, you see content creators all over the world trying to tell you about Finland, trying to tell you, oh, go to Finland, trying to tell you, oh, Finland is open, Finland this, Finland that, but they haven't really been on ground to what is obtainable. I have been here, I am here, and I can tell you for sure things that are very much obtainable here in Finland, right? I can tell you for sure things that are very much obtainable. There are things, unimaginable things that you may not necessarily realize. And when you're hearing it, you hear it like a story. People tell the story, people tell you. Most of these content creators just do what they do just to create content. And that is actually what pushed me to opening my YouTube page. I'm not the type that normally, do all this kind of stuff. But when I see people, their aim is not actually to educate. Their aim is not actually to impact into people. Their aim is not actually to even direct you. You that is following them, or you that is subscribed to them, you are not a concern to them. Their aim is just only to grow their page. Growing page is good. I know everybody wants to make money. It's good. But in a situation where you expect people to give you without first of all giving out to people. Giving out to people that I mean doesn't necessarily mean that you will give money. I don't give money, I don't have money to give. But then helping people genuinely from your heart, making sure, putting other people in your shoes, in your condition. I don't understand. I don't know if you understand what I actually mean. Putting people in your condition, assuming you are one out there who is lost, who needs information, who is trying to find a way, who is trying to find ends meet. You understand? Who is trying to find a place to, hustle and better his life. Would the kind of information you give out to people, if they give it to you and at the end of it you fail, would it be okay for you? And that is what most content creators don't consider. It's not about YouTubers, so to say, because most of them on daily basis they post videos. Sometimes they don't even know they don't even care what to post as long as they post something. And sometimes most of us who are vulnerable will just watch those videos and swallow it without making some findings ourselves or trying to get more information on that. And that is the reason why I came today. I may not be able to touch all aspects of Finland, the realities in all aspects of Finland. I may not be able to touch that. But depending on how interactive we are, because I am watching through the what is it called? The comment section. This time around, and I'm not driving. I just woke up from sleep now. I've not done anything, but I'm here to see how we can grow together. I'm looking at the screen and I'll be reading the comments. I'll be telling you the realities here, and your questions and things you want to know can prompt me to say those that I didn't even remember. Remember, we all are human beings and we tend to forget. A lot of things are on this head, and I may not remember to say them all. So let me first of all start by welcoming all my subscribers, welcoming all my followers, wherever you're watching from. I don't know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from, and also let me know if you have any question you want to know about. So you guys are welcome. I really want to thank you. Without you guys, I am nothing. I will just be here blabbing, right? I will just be here saying what uh, nobody is watching. But I'm glad you're there out there for me, watching and also trying to help me, trying to make impact and contribute to my own growth as well. Thank you very much and God bless you. I am most humble. I want to render an apology first of all. Yeah, I want to render an apology. The apology I want to render to you guys is that for the past 4 months now, I've not been very active here on YouTube. And the reason why is that I have jobs. When I say job, I don't mean one job. I have jobs that are high demanding to me. They are high demanding. If I finish this one, I go to this one. If I finish this one, I go to this one. Before you know it, I don't even have time for my own personal self, right? And it, YouTube making videos requires time. Sometimes you make those videos edited. The editing only takes a lot of time before you can post. So that is apology I want to make. And second apology is for those of us who has been writing me on WhatsApp, those of us who has been writing me on Facebook and through all media, through all channels you can reach me to. Most of you, I am sorry that I have not been able to be fully active to respond to some of those questions. Those on my WhatsApp group, I thank God that I have some capable hands there who are managing and responding to your question, especially my admins like Easy Boss, Nengi, Mr. Daniel, the rest of them. These guys are really doing a wonderful job. I want to really appreciate them. Without them, that place would have been so empty because this time around I hardly had time to even go there to respond to some of those messages. So I want to welcome you, the people I'm seeing here from the comment section. Dorcas Eshu. Hello, Easy Boss. I am not Easy Boss. Easy Boss is one of my admin. I'm not Easy Boss. I'm Kingsley Chidozie Okbara, Mr. Kings. If you check the WhatsApp group, you'll see it there. I'm not Easy Boss. Easy Boss is one of my um admins that are managing my WhatsApp group. Now, Tango Digital System, long time. Thank you, my brother. Tango Digital System. All I know is that you are the only one that speaks the reality. Okay, bro, I will try as much as I can to be doing what I'm doing. You are an educator. Thank you. Gideon from Nigeria. All right, guys, you guys are highly welcome. So let me uh last time I was on live video, I was on live and I was talking about my journey from Nigeria to Qatar, from Qatar to Estonia, from Estonia down here to Finland. There are some parts I missed. I will continue from there, and then after that, how I gradually started settling here and the realities I met here on ground, both the good ones and the bad one. I will talk about them here, and your questions there will also help me a lot because as I'm talking, I'm looking at the screen. So um, it's a long story, but I have to start from somewhere. So when I failed that particular test that I was supposed to pass in order for me to retain my job, that is the welding job. Like some of us saw me yesterday, I was doing a different job entirely from the job that brought me here to Finland, and that is one thing I want you to learn. Your main priority is not the type of job you do. Your main priority is for you to constantly progress, for you to constantly improve, for you to constantly grow yourself, right? That should be your main priority in life. It is not about what type of job you do or what type of degree you have or what type of education you've got. Frankly speaking, last time I asked a question on my Facebook page, migrating abroad with a student visa through job route and through study route, which of them is better for you? Which of them do you think is perfect? Right? You can comment, you can send your answers on the comment section. Then I will also treat that after I must have finished with my story. I will treat that. Migrating abroad through job route and through study route, which of them do you think is the best option? Not for you, generally now, which of them do you think is the best option? Generally, looking at things that are obtainable. Then I'll talk about that. But let me go straight to the story I was telling you guys. So when I failed that particular test, I knew that it has happened if it's in my local dialect, if it's in my local language or the broken English we used to speak, we say it don't happen, we say it don't happen, it don't solve, you understand? So I know that a lot of things are to, take place. So when I lost that particular job, they asked me to go back to Nigeria. That since the reason why I came here is for this job and I didn't pass the test because the test I was supposed to score 70, minimum 70 out of 100, and I scored only 53. That 53 point wasn't enough to guarantee me to sustain the job. So these two Cameroonian guys that came with me, one, they sent one home. The reason why they sent that particular one home was he failed as well. He didn't even meet up to the point I made. Then the other one was also there. Then they asked him to go. Remember when making application for job, when you're coming for job, you have option to either apply for only resident permit card or you make application for resident permit card as well as D visa. Now, D visa will allow you to get to this country even when your resident permit card is not ready. So he only came, his D visa came out. D visa is attached to your passport. His D visa came out and he rushed and came in. And another mistake he made is when filling the form where you are going to receive your resident permit card, the address, they will ask you the address, where would you get that particular resident permit card? Which address should they send it to when it's ready? If you're coming to Finland with D visa and you're not getting it in Nigeria or in Cameroon or wherever country you applied from. So you have to put the address. So the guy made the mistake. I won't say it's a mistake because to him, as it is in his heart and as most people will think, you have gotten a job, everything is perfect because when you come here with job, you don't have to pass through stress. You work, at the end of the month, you receive your salary, you pay your rent, you pay your bills, you still have small left for you. Life progresses, you are enjoying, man. And that is how everybody thinks. But when you come here, the realities on ground is entirely different, and the realities I met is entirely different. So he used the company that gave us that job as he used the company's address as a place where where migrant is going to send his resident permit card. And when he came, he didn't have, when you don't have your resident card at hand, it's very, very dangerous. So I waited in my country. That was why when some of the videos I made, you can look at some of the videos I made. I made those videos when I was in Nigeria, right? Those videos I made was when I was in Nigeria. I had time then. That was when I was waiting for my resident permit card to come to me. That was when I started making those videos. So I waited for my resident permit card to get to me, and I did not apply for D visa. Resident permit card was what I waited for, and it came to me, and that is all I needed. So I used that to travel. So since I was with my resident permit card, I have more chances. You understand? So the guy doesn't have more because the resident permit card is coming directly to the company. Then he told the company that he doesn't have his resident permit card. They told him you can still go back with the D visa on your this thing. When you go back, when your resident permit card comes, we're going to send it to you in your country. Guys, can you imagine that? Okay, and the guy foolishly, even when I was talking to him, this is your right, this is what you can do, this is what you cannot do, this is what you're permitted to do. He was, because he didn't know me, and probably he didn't, all of us came, nobody, everybody is equal, but everybody doesn't have the same level of information. Wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, always try to mellow down yourself. Humility pays. You understand? There is nothing. There is nothing that pays more than, humility and commitment, consistency as well, right? Pride doesn't take you to anywhere. Even if you know anything, even if I know something, like when I came in here, I know a lot of things, but I still pretended as if I don't know anything. Apart from those people that I see that I needed to give some more information, I gave them. Of course, most people that are here, I have more information about my migration, immigration laws, immigration informations more than some of them. Some of them were very, very surprised when I came here. They were like, how did you do it? Is it possible? Some of us here didn't even have jobs. So how did you get the job from Nigeria? You are lying. We don't believe. You understand? So I have upper hand information than most of them that are already here, especially those ones. I don't know how to say it, but that's that. So when the company told the guy to go back, the guy went back. You understand? Because he was afraid maybe police will start chasing him, because most of the times, if a company sends you back, you ought to go back. You understand? But me, I have to use my own initiative. In every condition you find yourself, always try to go extra mile. Don't just give up because you see that maybe the road seems blocked. Go to that place that is blocked, that end point where, make sure you get to that end point. When you get to that end point, even if it's blocked, knock on it. I don't understand. That's the kind of person I am. I don't always believe that there is no way. If you know me, that is the kind of person, that is the kind of heart I have. I don't believe that there is no, I don't take no for an answer, especially when I'm looking for something. So get to that ending point where they wrote no way, there is no way. Get to it. If people don't knock at that door, knock on it. If people are knocking on it, hit on it. If people are hitting on it, then make sure you throw yourself on it. That door must actually open. So for some of us that have been making application and it's not going, this one is for you. There is nothing like no. When you seek for it consistently, you must certainly get it. It is not easy, but when you see it as impossible, it becomes impossible. If you see it as possible, it will take you time for it to be possible. Now, I went an extra mile by trying to initiate talks with my employers. I told them, okay, since I wasn't able to pass this test, I wasn't able to progress to the next step, and you guys said I should go home. I don't have my fare. I don't have flight ticket to go. I don't have money for flight ticket to go back. And secondly, I want to plead on something. Since I have my resident permit card for Finland, remember where I was discussing this wasn't even in Finland. It was in Estonia. Oh. I don't know if you guys are understanding me. It was in Estonia. Estonia is a different country entirely from Finland. It's just that it's a neighboring country to Finland, and it's very close to Finland as well, just like Sweden, right? So that is where the training ground of the company that brought me here is, or was as of then, is, because it's still there. So that is where we were to be trained. I told them, okay, can you give me 2 weeks? Train me for 2 weeks. the reason why I didn't meet up with the practicals is because um, this equipment, I have not mastered it. This is not the one I used in working in Nigeria, and is entirely different. It's difficult for me to operate. They said they don't have time to train. They don't train. So it becomes very, very difficult for me. It becomes very, very difficult. Okay, Emmanuel, you said study route is the best. Okay, then I'm going to talk about that once I finish with my story. Guys, you have to stick. I will give you points on my own why I think study route is the best or work route is the best. So we are progressing. Generally speaking, it's better to move through study, though it's expensive, but it's faster. Naira is depreciating. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. So I'm going to just share your points. Give me your points, give me your reasons. When I finish, I'll tell you the rest. I'm here already. I know I may not have all the informations, but for me, I have convictions that if I give you my reasons, then you can compare it with yours and see if it's in line with what is obtainable. Then when I told them give me some time, at least 1 week or 2 weeks, if they can train me more. They said they don't have grounds for training. They only employ professionals. They are looking for professionals that can start work immediately, not people they will start wasting time on training. So I said, okay, now since I didn't qualify for the professional welding you want to give to me, can you find something lower for me to do since I'm already here in Finland? Since I've already left my country, because where I was then, the training ground was in Estonia. So they said, okay, that they will get back to me a few days later. Now, a few days later, they got back to me and said I was looking. They said there was a kind of grinding job opportunity. Like welders, if you're a welder here in Nigeria, we'll call it filing, as in when you file filing already produced products using filing machine to file, smoothen them and make them. That was the kind of job they said they will look. There is opportunity, but unfortunately, after 5 days, they got back to me and said that they couldn't take me for it. Rather, they took the other guy, the other remaining Cameroonian guy. They took that guy for that job, and me myself, they didn't take me for the job. They said I should go back to my country. Now, my in my own head, a lot of things were going on, and brothers and sisters, when you find yourself in Western world, using your brain is very, very important. You have to always try to use your head. Be smart enough to make the first move even before they think of the move you want to make, right? So what I did was that when I see that they have offered that guy something, even though it was not what we're actually looking for, and I didn't have any opportunity. If some people were in my condition, what they would have done is to give up, right? They would decide, okay, certainly I'll go. So they now told me that since I don't have money for flight, that I should look for the cheapest available flights and tell them the price that they are going to pay. Now, I reasoned into what they told me. I found out that these people are looking for every possible way to make me to go back, because the apartment they gave to us, they are paying for it on daily basis, on monthly basis. And they wouldn't want a situation where you become a liability to them, where you be taking where you become their responsibility without being productive. Every white man thinks that way. Every white man can give you anything if you're not productive enough to him, right? In fact, no good businessman will ever want to, incur expenses without getting something out of it. And that was the situation then. That was what I reasoned they were thinking that made them to want to dispose me. Then I remember that I know some of the Finnish rules and regulations. I know some of the immigration rules. You understand? If I have my resident permit and I had a job and I lost the job, I have every right to still look for other jobs, right? Even if the employer is not willing to help me out. So I have that responsibility to also look for a job myself, right? So that came to me. So I said, I don't know, since these people is a big company, In Nigeria, sometimes all these multinational companies may override law. Even when a law is existing, they may override it. So I don't want to take those chances. What I did was that I left I left Estonia to Finland. The processes I went through, I'm not going to go into telling all those kind of stories. I've told it before. Go back to the previous videos and lives we've done. I have done a lot of videos on that. So I left to Finland. And then when I got to Finland, remember in those previous videos, I told you that I'm going to tell you how I was able to finally conclude with my employer. That is the welding employer that brought me to Finland. So when I left to Finland, I did not tell them. They were not aware. And the other Cameroonian guy was still in that apartment they put us. So I told the guy, please, if they come to the apartment, because they normally come maybe every day or sometime in 2 days, they will come and check on us and maybe give us one information if we're going to come to the company or not. So I told him that in a situation where they come in when I was actually leaving, because the guy helped me carry my bag to the ferry station where I boarded the ship, because what I used in coming to Finland from Estonia wasn't flight again. When I took my flights from Nigeria to Qatar, from Qatar to Sweden, from Sweden to Estonia, that was the last place my flight stopped, because Estonia was the place I was to take the test. So from Estonia now, I took a ferry from Estonia to Finland. So when I got to the guy helped me carry my bag to the ferry. I was telling him what to do in case they ask of me. Because my fear was that what if one day maybe they barge into the house without even telling me to prepare for them to take me back to Nigeria? What if such thing happens, maybe they come with law enforcement agency and say they didn't give me any job again, that they have cancelled my contract, that I need to go back to my country. So that was my mentality. And guys, I have left Nigeria is that I have left Nigeria. I have gone out of the country that I have gone out of the country. I was willing to do everything it takes for me to see that I make ends meet, right? That was actually what was on my head. So I needed to act fast. I needed to act before them. So I left. I told the guy, please, if they come looking for me, tell them I went to supermarket to buy something, right? So tell them I went to supermarket to get what to eat, because there we are the one feeding ourselves. The money I came from with I came to Finland from with, how do I put it? Pardon me. So the money I came with from Nigeria was the money I was using to sustain myself and doing other expenses I was doing there. So I told the guy reciprocated, and he also did what I told him. I think it's only once or twice they looked for me, and he told them the same thing. So when I got to Finland, and I met this friend who actually helped me out after I got to Finland, I don't know my mother, I don't know my father, I don't know anybody. It was so like in my previous video, I told you that there is a verse of the Bible that said, I look up to the sky, I look up to the mountain, where cometh my help. That day I left Estonia to Finland, that was the day I actually understood that verse of the Bible. You understand? Because I haven't been to Finland before. I don't have any apartment. I don't have money for apartments or even like that. I don't know my mother. I don't know my father. I don't know where to go from. So I actually rented a place, a kind of bunk that charged me 37 euro per night. And that place, other hotel were charging 200, 100 plus euro for them to even for me to have a room. So the bunk I was talking about was like, I don't know some of us that have been to boarding school. Oh God. So some of us that have been to boarding school will understand that bunk. The bunk is like a kind of a three-step bed. One bed like this, then somebody will sleep up, somebody will sleep at the middle, and somebody will sleep down. I think the one they gave me was the one that was at the middle. So I put my luggages somewhere, a lockable box they gave us. I put my luggages there and slept. So that night, there was this my friend. He's not a friend then, but now he's more than a friend. Um, we were chatting. when I opened my YouTube page and Facebook and all that, so he saw me from there. We were chatting. He said he's in Finland, but when I was making application for my resident permit, we cut communication, right? So that same night, as God may have it, brothers, it was as if heaven was a kind of that question I asked, where comment my help. Heaven was willing to answer the question. So from nowhere, I didn't even remember him again. He called me. He chatted me up on Facebook Messenger because that's where we communicate. So he told me, I told him, boss, I'm already here. Oh." He said, I didn't tell him. How come? How? Where am I? Where? Blah, blah. So, brothers, that was how he helped me. I came to his house, and from coming to his house, he asked me to rent a place. I managed to rent. That is that. So, coming back to the main point where I got you can send your questions here. I'm looking at the comment section. So I want to talk about how I managed to end it with that my employer that brought me to Finland and how everything was settled. And that point is very, very important for anyone who is coming here. It's very, very important. My experience, I don't know, most people may not be able to make it as far as I did, right? Most people may even do more. But when you have this experience, it goes a long way to help you. So let me look at the comment section. I'll come back to how we ended. Now, study route. Okay. Isaac Dave, you said also employers tend to employ an employee already in the country than an applicant outside Finland. So study route is better. Okay. Hello, how are you? Joseph, I'm fine. Good to see you. Good to see you too, bro. Okay, let me come back. When I say you should give me your thoughts on migrating abroad through job routes and migrating abroad through um, uh, study route, I didn't only mean for you to look at it from one aspect. There are three cardinal points you must look at. One is the one I think our brother talked about, Isaac Dave talked about, the one that is easier. So that one is one point. The one that is easier or the one that is tougher, that is and one criteria. Another criteria is whichever one you move with, what are the opportunities? Which one have more opportunities for you? That is one another criteria. Then the third one is the cost effectiveness. That is another criteria. You also need to consider the future, right? That is another criteria. So you can still add more criterias or more points if you want, but these four are major things we are going to be looking at by the time I finish with my stories. So ask me your questions in order to prompt us to give you more informations and make this more interactive. So then when I got to Finland, after 2 3 days, they looked for me in my apartment. My guy told them the same thing that I told him to tell them. So I acted smart. I called my recruiter, the person that the human resource person from the company who actually gave me the job. I called her. I told her that see that I did not tell her then that I have left, right? I asked her, what is there any other position that you people can look for me since this one is not available and this one you gave to this guy again didn't get to me? He said no, that the only option I have now is to go back to my country. God, it was hitting on my head. I said okay. 2 days later, I called her. I told her that yes, that hey, look, I totally understand how it is for the company that they employed me and I wasn't able to get to the point they needed, and probably they are not offering me anything at this moment, and they are also making expenses on the building that I have actually started looking for job on my own. That I'm aware that I have every right it takes to look for a job for myself. I gave the company opportunity for them to look for a job for me, and the company has not been able to come up with anything. Hey, I have seen some jobs, I've seen some opportunities, I've seen some jobs, and I have made application to those jobs, and I'm waiting for their response. So when I get a response, I will let you guys know. And they said, okay, what about the place I'm staying? Am I still going to, do I have any other place to stay? I said, no, if you guys want me to go, then I can provide for myself. I can get an apartment where I can stay. They said, ah, that's very good. That's good. That's good. They were now very, very happy, you know. They said, okay, when do I plan moving out? Am I moving out today, tomorrow? When do I plan leaving the place? I told them I don't have any issue. I was only waiting on you guys to tell me when I'm going to. Remember, I have already left the place for like 5 days before. I already left the place for like 5 days before we were kind of discussing all the stuff. So I told them that I was actually waiting for you guys to actually tell me when will be okay, because I can't make those decisions on my own alone. So if you feel like that me moving today or tomorrow is okay for you, then I will inform you as long as soon as I move out from here. They said, okay, perfect. That's good. That's good. Brothers and sisters, I did not tell them I've left until 2 days later. I called them and told them that I'm currently now in Finland. I've left Estonia and I have a place I'm staying. I'm capable of taking care of myself. And they said, oh, that's great. That they wish me success. They wish me success, that I found something good. I said, okay. And you can see how far how it was. It wasn't easy. So on getting to Finland, that hits me with the realities of life. Remember, I am now a person without a job in Finland. By the time I left my employer and got there, I was now without a job. But one good thing that I will let you know is that it's good to train yourself and grow yourself to a point where nothing touches you, where no negative thoughts, no negative impact in your life will hinder you from making progress. It's good you grow yourself to that level. It's good you grow yourself to the level where, you know, bad situations, instead of making you to break down, it makes you to get stronger. It's good. It's good to grow yourself to an extent where, when it seems that all roads are blocked, people will be seeing the block road, but you yourself will be seeing the open road. It is not always easy, because most of those things will be weighing you down. Even to think will be a problem. So, but it's good you keep firm and keep pushing. So when I got to Finland, and it is also good for you to train yourself better. The training I gave myself in terms of looking for a job, those experiments I gave to you guys, those videos I made on how to get job, how to find jobs, how to do this, it really helped me a lot. The thing there is, it was difficult for me to actually say, okay, I've landed a job, because of some other factors, which I'll be telling you here. Within 1 month of being in Finland without a job, if I did not get interview, I got about 25 interviews. I'm not joking, I am not lying. Of course, it will not benefit me to tell you lie. What will I gain from it? I got about 25 interviews for me to do on the wording side. Do you understand? On the welding job, because that was what I was applying, and that was what the permit I have. And another thing, guys, I will talk about permits maybe in my other live videos, the restrictions you have on your permit. And that is why, if you're coming, make sure you know the type of permit you're coming with, because most of these permits will determine the permit you have will determine the kind of work you do. It will determine if you're limited to employers. It will determine your limitations lot of things, right? So my permit was a kind of restricted on the kind of job I'm going to do. So I'm not permitted to do any type of job apart from that welding job, which was on my permit. And that gave me a very tough time to survive because Finland is a country. The realities here is that Finland is a country that really believes there are people who are straightforward, truthful. You understand? Finnish people are very, very honest people. They are honest. And that is why the companies here believe on referring and also asking questions about the previous place you've worked, right? They will ask your previous employer how you did, what made them to terminate the contracts with them, and all those kind of things, blah blah blah. And that on my own side wasn't good because my contract was terminated based on the fact that I wasn't professional enough. I didn't meet up to the quality they needed. So those company, after the interview, they will say everything is good, they will get back to me, but which company employed me last, and I will tell them, because I have to be frank, you have to be open. Whatever you do here is on the system. Even if you tell a lie, that will be the worst part of it for you. um Guys, I'm coming. Let me read this comment. They can come up with anything to return you. Having your documents in soft copy and legalized and authenticated is good backup plan. So you okay, guys. Lucy Uwem, I think your comment is a long one, but I'll read them. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Guys, I'll come back to the story. Remember, we still have a lot of story. We have the story packed. So the more you stay, the more information you get. So in order to make this interactive, as I said earlier, I have to also read your inputs because it's going to be a monologue, me talking alone without you making impact. So, but when both people talk, back then in school, we say it's a dialogue. All right, guys. Please, is there a link to make my own study route application or work? Are you new to my page? There are links, of course. Go to, if you want to study here in Finland, go to studyinfo.com. Studyinfo.fi, sorry. Studyinfo.fi. Studyinfo.fi, that is the fee. That is the official website for anything that has to do with study. There in the website, you see the schools that are available. There in the website, you will see everything, the processes and all that. And I want to make this clear. Please, August is fast approaching. September is here. This is the opportunity. This is the time to start making your application if you're making application for study, right? The routes, the doors are almost open. So please prepare every document you need to prepare. Get your English test if you're making application for those English programs. You understand? If it is vocational study that requires Finnish, make sure that you have already taken your Finnish test and you meet the criteria. One good thing about getting any opportunity is you preparing for those opportunities. If you don't prepare, the opportunity meets you and you are not prepared, it will leave you by and go to whoever is prepared. All right, guys, just a minute. Sorry. Oh, God. All right, so if you don't prepare and the opportunity meets you unprepared, that will be the worst thing for you. It will be the worst thing for you. So you waited all this time and you lost you have to wait for the upper period. So it's very, very bad. I'm reading our comments, then we'll go back to our story. Joseph MC, I've read your comments. Sam Kelly Chidera, I think you're the one talking about application or job work visa. Go to my page. If you are talking about work, go to my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see I am not boasting about this, guys, even though I may not have it 100%. If you go to my channel, it is not one video that I have. That's why some people will just go and watch one video and they think they are done. No, I have lots of videos there. I think 20 something, 30 something, 40 something, I can't remember. But these videos has different titles, and I treated different topics that are important as it relates to traveling abroad, right? With my own personal experience. Before I came to Finland, I got numerous job offers from Australia, from UK, from I got admissions in US, I got admission in UK, I got admissions in Canada. You understand? I had all round experience. That was what prompted me to open these pages or these channels to help people with the informations I have, because I had no one who was willing to give me this kind of information as of then. So I tried, how can I give back to people? That was why I created all those things. And if those that are following me can attest to the fact that I have been doing my best, we all are human. Even though human beings are unappreciative, imagine people, they still get all those kind of information. They still get my help. I YouTubers, most people who create all this kind of thing, when you want to talk to them one on one, when you want to, that's why I told you that some of these people were following. It's not as if they love us. It's not as if they love you. They are just trying to grow themselves alone. You understand? Some of them, before you even have opportunity to talk to them one on one on phone or chat with them, send them messages, ask them some questions on immigration. You understand? You have to pay $70, $50, $100 in order to have one-on-one conversation. I'm just a person who is willing to help. I don't need anything from you. Most of you have one-on-one conversations with me.
When my heart is overwhelmed, troubles feel like they won't end. I will hold on to your peace.
I don't charge you for anything. I don't, but the little you can do for me, like my page, follow my page, comment, share to your friends, help me to also grow as well. You don't do it. That is why I say sometimes we are unappreciative. My Facebook page is Kings Consult NIG, right? Kings as in KINGS, and Consult is about KOSULT. That's consult, not C, right? That's a consult. King's Consult. That is my own personal page. Now, if you go to my WhatsApp group, those people who get daily information from me, I have two WhatsApp group. One is Move Abroad with King's Consult. One, the first group I created, which got filled up with almost 1,000 plus people on it. Second one got filled up with almost 1,000 plus people. Now it's filled up. My admin on the second WhatsApp, my admin, so to say, on both WhatsApp, which is Easy Boss, Nengi, and the rest of them, are asking me to open another WhatsApp group because these ones are filled and newcomers are not being accepted on these WhatsApp groups because it's filled up. Now, those people are there, but when you go to my Facebook page, you can't find any of them, and I decided not to open any for now. You understand? I'm not opening any other WhatsApp group because people tend not to want to give, but they want to collect. If the mind I had when I started all this, of which most of you will attest to, those that have been following me all this while, you will attest to, I don't hide anything. Some of the informations your agents will hide from you so that you don't get them and block the way they are making money. I give you these informations free of charge. But simple thing to do: subscribe, like, comment, share, follow me. You don't do it. So how do you expect me to be giving you when you don't give back? And unfortunately, if you get what you need or what you want, it means that you won't even remember my name for one day. I have helped at least 5 persons get to this Finland. 5 persons get to this Finland. But till today, none has visited me. None has even called and said, okay, thank you and all that. Apart from the fact when they came in, you know. It's really, really painful when you see how people behave. And that is giving me, when I want to help, if not that I have it in me to help, it's a kind of limiting me as well. So let's go back to the people who commented. Please, is there a link? I've answered this. Then Lucy Uwe, Mr. Kings, personally, I prefer the work route. Reason is because of the finance first. Then with a work visa, I also intend to upgrade my CV, offering short courses as well in the country I'm resident. Okay, that's good. Why also working without any restrictions so far? I'm learning from this your experience too. I always have plans for a backup in whichever country I plan to relocate as an immigrant. That's good. Um, they can come up with anything to return you. Having your documents in soft copy and legalizing is a good backup plan. Okay. In all, thanks for this update. Naija no dey carry Naija no dey ever carry lax. Thank God for his mercies, wisdom and directions. Okay, Lucy Wem, thank you. And Tango said that's bad on them. I think you were talking about most of our followers. Good job you do. Good job you do here, bro. Information is key to us planning to come to Finland. Yeah, I am watching from Nigeria, bro. Samuel. Okay, Samuel. Ole Sehinde. You're welcome, Samuel. Okay, I think our viewers reduced because I was reading comments, but when I'm giving information, it increases. But I don't care. I do what I do. Whatever I can do to help, I do them. So it doesn't take anything. Those that want to get the information will still get the information. The informations are not meant for everybody. So remind me where I stopped. The realities I met on ground. After then, I told you guys that I had, after getting to Finland and ending my first contract with my employer who gave me the um, welding contract, I met the realities on ground. I even made friends. To an extent, I made friends with some of the human resource persons who were interviewing me on daily basis. You understand? So why I had about 25 interviews and couldn't get one job as of then was one reason. The reason is the bad record I already had by my employer terminating the first contract I got, and the reason why that contract was terminated. Like I told you, people that Finnish people are people who are sincere. If you work in this company and maybe another company is trying to employ you, guys, it is very, very important. Information is power. When you have your first contract and you want to end it, make sure you end it on a good note. Remember what I'm telling you. Make sure you end it on a good note. If not, it will come back to haunt you. My own wasn't my making. I tried every possible thing I can, but it happened the way it happened. And one thing about me is that when something happens that way, I don't see it bad. Rather, I see that maybe that is not the correct lane or that is not the correct direction I was actually supposed to go. In Nigeria, I did the welding job I did. I didn't do it that it's going to be a source of my livelihood. But as God may have it, it is still what brought me to Finland, right? So maybe it has played its own part and it's time for me to take another direction. So I took those interview. When they asked of my previous employer, everything is on the system. I have to tell them. I tell them, okay, this was my previous employer. My employer as of then was Hans Harvest. Like some people were asking me, how, which company gave you this work? Which company gave you this work? Normally, some people will not tell you. I will tell you, you go online, search for them. Maybe they can still offer you something and help you come out of Nigeria. The company that employed me as of then was Hans Harvest, right? It's Hans Harvest. Hans Harvest was the company's name that employed me. They were into welding and the rest, construction and the rest of it. Now, when they ask the company may report to them that this has actually happened, that this guy didn't meet up to what we wanted, and that was why we ended the contract. And they themselves will look at it and maybe since these people didn't take him, we may not be able. So those things were setbacks on my own side, right? And then another thing is the language. There are many other companies that didn't ask my previous recruiters and were willing to take me immediately. But like I told you, the language here is also very, very important in the job market. Remember, I didn't say living in Finland. There is a big difference between living in Finland and working in Finland. You can live comfortably here in Finland without having to bother yourself about anything about language. You can go your way. You can do whatever. If you're coming like coming, for instance, like a tourist, or you want to come and God, I've been sitting for a long time. Sorry, guys. Let me just arrange this. Okay, like for instance, you are coming like a tourist. You want to come here to work. You want to come here to visit. You want to come here to like have fun, live on your own, and all that. You can comfortably stay here without even trying bothering yourself about learning the language. Like I told you in my previous videos, I don't know how to say come in Finland. It's not as if I'm proud of it, but I haven't the opportunity haven't uh, been presented. Okay, it has been presented, but some of the things I'm doing hasn't really allowed me to, right? By God's grace, maybe I'll break the good news very soon, and then I will still tell you why and how I rejected the government offer of about 1,200 euro that will be given to me every month for me to study the language, right? I'm still waiting on something. Once it happened, I will still tell you about that. The government offered me to be paying me 1,000 to 1,000 and all that support, paying my house rent and the rest of it. The only thing I need to do is just for me to be learning the language, and I turned it down. Why? For some reason. So you have to stick to our video. I'm going to make a special video on that, and till that time, let's continue. Hi, Uche Nwezi, you're welcome. And White Gold, Baba, no work today. Yes, boss, no work today. I decided to stay at home. Today is Friday. I didn't have much work. Yesterday, I worked late, right? I worked from that time you guys saw me when I was showing you around Finland. I worked from then till 4 a.m. today, right? Okay. So you can see my face. I didn't even sleep well. So I just said, okay, let me come online and then give you guys more information on the realities on ground. So, guys, where did I stop in our story? So when they were trying to inquire from the previous employer, it becomes so difficult for me, right? And some other ones were willing to take me, but that language became a very big challenge for me because most of them in their workplace, what they speak most is the Finnish language, and most of their workers speak Finnish. So they will need somebody who understands Finnish in order for you to integrate and then give them what they need in the job market. So the language, it's very, very important in the job market, not in Finland. I don't know how to explain it so that you understand. Finland generally speaks English. Most of the citizens here, good percentage of the citizens speak. In fact, everywhere you go, the market, you must find your way with your English language. But it is not like that in the job market. The job market, for me, from my own experience, because I will speak from what I have seen, being somebody who is here being somebody who is here, who is on ground to tell you what I have experienced. The job here, the job market here need you to be good in the Finnish language. But living here on your own, you can survive without bothering yourself about Finnish language. You understand? So it's good that you have some plans to learn the language. And another good thing about the language is that it will help you when you must have stayed here for 4 years or more in getting your Finnish passports. Remember, Finnish passport is among the, I think, one of the third highest, strongest passports, right, in the world, in the whole world. The third or the second. Is that it? Is that the third or the second? I can't remember because it fluctuates. Sometimes it will be in second, sometimes it will be in third, but it hasn't left that spot. First and second and third, they finish passport. So it's very, 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 very important. Very, very good if you have it. So the language can also help you to get it faster. So that is that. So when the job here, the reality of the job here is this. Um, about 60% of the job here requires you to know the language. That is why I cry when I hear some people, some YouTubers who are just trying to make sure they are posting something. Instead of me trying to post something every day, it is better for me not to do anything and leave my page like that until I get a concrete information I want to share. And that is why, if you look at most of my videos, I'm not good in editing. That is my weak point in content. I'm not good in editing. Sometimes I just record a video and post it that way, because of time. You understand? But if you need those informations and you come down to listen, to watch those videos, the information there is the most important thing you need, not how the video looks. And that is what I do always. So some people just want to be posting something. Finland is recruiting. Oh, Finland is recruiting. Oh, New Zealand, there is this one, there is this one. They haven't been there. They don't. They are not there. They don't know. They just want to. And the worst part, the most painful part of it is that you open the video with a good title, a good thumbnail, and the rest of it. You open it at the end of the day, you get you. It's worse. It's as in you don't get your expectation met on that video, right? Your expectation is not met on that particular video, which is very, very bad. I'm not condemning anybody, of course. We all do our own thing the way we want to do it. So the job here, 60% of the job here, if it's not modern, requires you to know Finnish. Why even 70%, right? Why about 30 are English jobs? And those ones, most immigrants here may be more than the percentage of the job available. The only thing is that maybe they are not qualified in that field, or maybe they didn't meet they didn't meet the criteria for that job. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there are no job. Job are in Finland, but it is not as easy as most people put it. You understand? It takes people who wants to go extra mile in order for them to get those jobs. So next time I will tell you people, maybe in our next life, I don't know when next I will have this opportunity to be at home, because this is the first time I'm being at home since for like 1 month now. I'm staying at home for like more than 2 3 hours, staying at home doing nothing. So this is the first time in 1 month. So maybe next time I'll tell you guys how I was able to get the things, like the jobs I'm doing. I have currently like three different works I'm doing. Should I call them jobs? I have like three different works I'm doing with my own personal company, right? So I'm not working for anybody. I'm just working as a partner to the companies with my own personal company. So I will give you ideas on how to do that for those who are planning to come, those who are, because my permit have restrictions. With my own permit, I can be able to do some side. Even that job you saw me doing, I can be able to do it with my personal permit. But being an Igbo man that I am, um, you know, and the entrepreneurial spirit in us is always there for us to always look out for opportunities and find ways where there seems to be no way. You understand? So if I stayed on that permit, by now I wouldn't have been doing anything, because I already had something that is a kind of hurting. You understand? For me. So that was why I have to switch. I have to look for ways. There are ways here in Finland. Only those who pass through it will know. Many people who are here already don't even know it, painfully enough. So, but if you seek wisdom, if you seek information, if you seek means, you must certainly find. Except you don't seek, or you're weak, you're tired. So many people who are here telling you there are no jobs, many people don't want to even start. Many people don't even. Here, if I met, let me tell this story. I've met two Nigerians that came here with their family. Two of them came because their wife got admission and brought, and they came, their wife got admission and they came as dependents. A very important call here now. Okay, guys, let me continue. It's very, very important I picked that call, but because of you guys, I just have to. All right, that's sacrifice. Okay, guys. So what I was saying is, here in Finland, there are a lot of ways, there are a lot of things to do. But first of all, you cannot. How do I put this? Okay, your progress. Let me put it this way: your progress is determined. If you travel out, your progress is determined by the level of information you have. If you are traveling out, whether you're anywhere you are, in fact, your level of the level of success you attain is proportionate to the level of information and connections you have. I don't have much connections. I rely more on information, right? But mark it and find out anywhere. The level of information you have and connection you have is proportionate to the level of progress you're going to make in life. And that is why I always tell people seek more of information. But the Bible also made it clear. Seek ye, is not even that one. The other verse of the Bible, that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. That means knowledge maketh a way, right? So me, I'm always consistently trying to get knowledge. I'm always consistently trying to get information because I know that that is my progress. That is my strong point, not my weak point. I have my weak point. That is also where I strive. So in that next video, I'm going to tell you guys how I was able to get, um, get do all the jobs I'm doing without, even when my permit didn't permit me to do those jobs, right? How am I able to be doing those jobs without my permit? How was I able to get my own personal company without, uh, uh, with the current permit I have? how I turned down how I turned down almost 1,200 euros, including my house rent being paid by the Finnish government. How I turned it down and decided to hustle of my own because I'm an Igbo man. Frankly speaking, I don't believe in you giving me. I believe in making out the money. And if I work on my own, I get more than that. And giving you that money also comes with its own restrictions, of which I will still tell you. Most of our people here rely on government's help. They rely on what Kela is paying them, and they realize they don't work. And that is why some of them will stay here for 10 years, 20 years, and they will make out nothing. Of course, if you come here with your family, I wanted to tell a story. Please remind me the story of two Nigerians I met, for those of you planning to come with your family. The difficulties they are facing and why they decided they want to go back to Nigeria. Now, most of our people here, if you're coming with your family, of course, if you come with your family will be entitled to some benefits. For instance, you come here with a work permit, your wife can be earning around 800 euros if she register as your dependent when she comes here. You understand? Your wife is entitled to study. You understand? Free without you paying for it. Your children goes to school free of charge. You understand? So all those benefits are there. All those things are there. But get the first thing first. That is one thing that is most important. So It seems as if I'm getting exhausted with some of the things. So I will look at your comments. Please let me know what you maybe something I have missed so that I will talk about it and then come back to what I'm doing. Let me look at the comments without wasting more of you. This is an opportunity for you to send in your comments so that I can read it as well. Let me start from where I stopped already. Um, Uche Nweze, Uche Nwezi. Hi, Mr. Chidozie. Thank you, my dear. Hi. Baba, no work today. I've read this one. Greetings, bro. Greetings, my sister. Kosi Odinachi said hi. Kosi, hi too. Um, White God, Jesus. What are you shouting Jesus for? White good. What are you shouting Jesus for? Kosi Okedinachi. Good afternoon, boss man. Good afternoon, bro. Omotayo Raffle. Is it advisable to come to Finland on a tourist Schengen visa in hope to get a job? Bro, I always talk about this. I always talk about this time without number. I will never advise anybody to come with tourist visa. Even those that come, you heard my story that I shared now. Even those that come with the permit that permits them to do whatever they want to do still find it difficult to survive sometimes. Like me, the challenges I faced, I've told the story here. If you're just joining, just go down and watch them. You understand? Tourist visa, um, you have it's not even a 50-50 thing again. I can say is a 30-70 thing. If I would say is a 30-70 thing coming with tourist visa. And every other person that has been asking me this question, please listen and listen good as I treat this topic now. I'll tell you the good side and the bad side of it. The good side of coming to Finland with tourist visa is that it might be easier for you to get, right? It might be easier for you to get a tourist visa. That is the good side. The bad side is that the name alone tells you what it is. It only allows you to come in here as a tourist, somebody who will just want to come and see the country. Maybe you want to make a visit to one place, maybe you want to go to see how Finland is, maybe you're coming for holiday, you just want to go around, have fun, and then go back to your country. It is not a visa meant for somebody trying to relocate. And this thing is one mistake people make. At the end of the day, you see people spending 10 years, 5 years abroad without achieving anything. Why? Because the first step they took is on the wrong note. And before they are able to correct their mistakes, it takes them a long period of time to stabilize. You keep running from one place to another, and European countries are interconnected, they are connected, and most of their rules are always the same. If you can get a job here with this, you can get a job here with this, with it. Now, the thing there is that how you can be able to sustain yourself or maybe stay back is some people have two plans. When they come, they either go to seek asylum, right? When they come, they seek asylum. Now, when you seek asylum, Finland for now, like I said initially, that I don't want to say some certain things straight so that we are online, anything can happen, anybody can watch the information. You can remember that guy in UK, that Nigerian guy in UK that tried to, like, the story. So we're always very careful what we say online. Finland is a very good place, and all right. So Finland, in terms of seeking asylum, may not be like Italy, where may not be like some other countries that it is very, very easy for you to. It's not as if they don't seek, they seek here. But then, what if you didn't succeed in telling your stories? Because some of the stories you're going to tell, you ought to have started preparing documents to back them up back in Nigeria. And this is one thing agents don't tell you. Seriously, let me say this now. This is one thing agents don't tell you. I have people who are passing through this particular thing. It's very, very, how can people just destroy other people's life just like that? You pay money to an agent, he tells you in 2 weeks, I am giving you this visa. I will give you a Schengen visa in 3 weeks. I will give you Finland visa in 5 weeks. I will give you this, as if their papa is immigration chairman. You understand? Now, at the end of the day, they will give you such visa. You that don't know anything, you have not seek information anywhere, you will just travel, you find yourself in airport, and from there you start struggling. If you plan to come to any country, remember, just hold your ear with a tourist visa, and your purpose is either you're coming if you want to stay back in that country. If the country allows you to come with tourist visa and then find a job and convert that tourist visa, is good. But have you tried to find out in that country, how can I find a job? How difficult is it to find a job with a tourist visa? Because not all 95% of the companies are not ready to give you job when you don't have the permit. It is only when you have listen, mark the word, when you have exceptional skills and quality that the company needs, that they can go extra mile to say, okay, we want to support you in helping you to get the permit. Like for instance, we have a job for an experienced web designer. Let me take that for an instance. There is a space for web designer, right? Now, you are with tourist visa. You came in, you are making application for that job, and we have like 3 persons here on ground that are looking for the same job with work permit and all that. The same qualification you have is the same qualification, or some of them may even have more than you. What chance do you stand? Have you tried to find out, if you're coming with tourist visa, how difficult or how easy it will be for you to get job in that country you are going to? Does employer really employ people who came with tourist visa? Have you thought about all these things? Let the job pass. Let's talk about the other thing that people came with tourist visa, the mentality they came with. The people who come with tourist visa, one of other things or other plans they have to back up their tourist visa. Another part of it is seeking asylum, right? Now, most people hear asylum. You're coming with tourist visa, you hear asylum. You don't even know what asylum is. Just because an agent have told you seek asylum, you think is just you come to airport. When you get to the airport, you shout asylum, asylum, raise up your hand and they will bring you. Of course, they will. But then, how long can you stay? How long can you sustain it when you want to seek asylum, right? You're seeking asylum without their agent did not tell you that, first of all, before you even come, if seeking asylum is your main point, is what you want to use to sustain yourself here, have you prepared? What story do you have to tell the asylum officers that will allow you, that can help them to grant your asylum documents? Have you thought about the stories you're going to tell? When you know the story you are going to tell, that is when you know the kind of documents you will prepare to back yourself up. Prepare the documents. You can leave them in Nigeria, or you leave them in Nigeria, because some of those documents I don't know where you're watching from. Please let me not be emphasizing on only Nigeria, because I know some people are not from Nigeria who are watching me live, or who are part of my subscribers. Let me know where you're watching from. Prepare those documents and leave them in your country, right? Or you can still come with them but some of them, when they search you and all that and get all of that, I don't know. But then I think you understand the picture I'm trying to paint. Now, have you told the story yourself? Have you thought about the story? Have you told the story to yourself? Is it convincing enough? These tips I'm giving, many people will not give it to you. You may not see it anywhere. If you're coming to seek asylum, what story do you want to tell them? Have you told yourself that story? Is it convincing enough? What documents can you use to back that asylum up? Let me paint a good scenario for you to understand. It will also help those who are coming. Now, for instance, most people, two major stories that are popular that people normally tell is this. One of them is that they are being chased from their country, either by the government, either by the people they are owing, or either by, as in their life, their life is being threatened. Now, you tell the story of how your life is being threatened by by the Cameroonian, Nigerian, or any government at all, or any organization that has been threatening your life, or any family member that has been threatening your life, that says that once they see you in Nigeria, they will kill you. Once they see you in Cameroon, they will kill you. Once they see you in Ghana, you will die. Once they see you in here, you will be a dead man. So that is the reason why you cannot go back to your country. What evidence do you have that in so so and so period from March to April 2023, 2021, they made attempts to kill you, they made an attempt to assassinate you, they made an attempt to harm you? Is there any evidence to prove that? Listen, guys, I am telling this is what you may not get anywhere, or maybe often. Now, do you have evidence to prove that? Now, another story is, I'm painting this scenario so that you get it. Those that are trying to come with tourist visa, you get to know, depending on what you plan to do, because you must have plan A, you must have plan B, you must have plan C, and even plan D if possible. Now, another thing I want to let you know is, another story they normally tell is that some of them will say they are gay. Some of them will say they are lesbians. I don't know if it's okay for me to be saying all these things, but I'm just trying to paint a picture. I'm not saying those things are bad. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's worse. I'm just trying to use this for educating purposes, right? Now, if you are a gay and the country you are in doesn't accept it, that is what made you to run away from the country to maybe Canada, or maybe Finland, or maybe Austria, Australia, wherever you find yourself. Now, at what point did they start threatening your life? At what point did you start feeling that your life is in danger that made you to leave? What evidence, what document do you have to back this up? Other ones is that some people will also say that their life, um like a family now, they may be a wife, a husband, wife and husband may, come together and agree that he wants to send his wife out, and when his wife goes there, his wife seeks asylum, telling them that the child she has, that maybe the culture and the tradition is trying to circumcise the child, and that she doesn't believe in all that, and the king or blah 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 has a kind of given her, tried to ostracize her, or this and that, blah, all those kind of stories. You still have to get documents from the community, document from all those things. You understand the picture I'm painting now? I don't know if you guys are following me. I need to be seeing it on the comment section so that I'll know if I'm talking rubbish. But I know I'm trying to help someone out there, you know. So if you're coming with tourist visa, these are things you need to. It's not enough for an agent to give you a tourist visa. It is very, very easy to get all those things. That is why I tell people, see, it's good that sometimes I tell you that the first thing to do is just to live where you are. You understand? Then try to find, by the time you leave the current place you are, definitely opportunities will come. You see other things. That doesn't mean that the opportunity will come easy. If I tell you what I have passed through here, you will not believe it. If I tell you, even me that came with good document that I don't even need to stress or suffer myself, but situation turn around and I have to face the other side of life. So What about you that is just coming with uh, just ordinary tourist visa that you don't have any right, you don't have anything, just anytime, it's just for you to stay for a period of time and go back, right? So that is that. Another good thing is this. Another good thing that maybe can help you as a tourist is when you come in. For instance, there are some schools here in Finland that you may want to apply to. They will tell you that their test is physical here in Finland. Do you understand? Their test, you have to take it physically here in Finland. Then you can use it as an excuse and get your tourist visa to come. Do you understand? When you come, if you are able to come take the test physically here in Finland and pass, automatically they'll give you admission. You use it and make application for study visa. Then when they give you your study visa, you are staying. It is also a good way. So you can apply for studies as well. I need to still make some findings and get more information on that, how exactly they do it. If they will need you to go back, like in Germany, I know that in Germany, if you don't have documents and you apply for study, they will ask you to go back to your country, and then once it's approved, you come in. Once you make the application, so I need to get more in. I don't have time these days. Some of the information, immigration laws changes every now and then, so you need to be updating yourself often and on. And that is why whatever I am not sure or certain about, I can tell you. Even if I'm telling you that, I'll tell you that I am not sure of it, so that I don't go deceiving or giving you information that will land you into you making wrong decisions for yourself. If I hear that, it will be so dehuman to me, and a kind of very bad on my own side. That is why everything I give you, everything I say here, is what I know that is obtainable, very certain. And 90% of the things I tell you on my page, on my Facebook, on my YouTube, are things I personally have passed through. Is There are things I personally have done. I have done it. I have passed through the process. I have gotten the results, both the good one that turn out good, I'll tell you this is the good result. The ones that turn out bad, I'll tell you this is the bad result. So I'll tell you the third part. Let me read the comments so that we all will be on the same page. Omotayo Raphael, is it advisable? Okay, Omotayo Raphael, I think it's your topic, it's your answer that your comment that I've been responding to for some time now. Then Samuel Olasinde, you guys, can you see how your comment can equally help you to get information? Assuming Omotayo didn't ask this question, most of the information I've given you now on tourist visa and seeking asylum and the rest of it, you may not have gotten it. I have the information on me, but you have to say something that will prompt me to go back and bring them out. On my own, I may not remember trying to say them, but when you remind me, I will let you know. So your comments and questions are very, very important. So Samuel, you said, on my own opinion, work route is much easier just because of proof of fund of a thing and other requirements as the country might require. Okay, I'll talk about that, and I will use Finland as a yardstick to talk about that. Um, that will be our next discussion after I react to the to your comments here. Now, is this Clinton? This Clinton is not the spelling of Clinton, I know. Soko. Good afternoon, boss. I'm watching from Cape Town. All right, I need your help. Okay, Clinton, you can write down what you need here. I will respond to it. White gold, yes, I need it because I asked on WhatsApp. What do you need again? Sorry. White gold, you said you need something. You asked on WhatsApp. Maybe I have responded on WhatsApp or I have not responded. I responded to some messages on WhatsApp today because I had the time. If you see me responding to your message on WhatsApp today, it's because I had the time. Some messages were 2 weeks old or 3 weeks old. I didn't respond because I didn't have the time all those while. Baba, you have lots of knowledge, more grace. Thank you, bro. Isaac Dave, very soon you will start your own recruiting company. Okay, by God's grace, let's see. Sky Prince Live, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Omotayo Raphael, it seems you retracted your comment. White Gold, but you can work while studying the Finnish language. No, no, no. The Finnish language they gave me was a full-time study, right? It's a 7 hours study, right? I'm to start by 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. That is the study, and these are the most productive time in the work I was doing before that offer came. So I can't cope with both of them. So I have to choose. But let me not say all the stories. I will let you know when the time comes. Now, Hussein Ade, good afternoon, Mr. Kings. I'm watching you from Dama, Saudi. Okay, Dama, Saudi Arabia. I need your help. Oh, and guys, I want to say this. It's better you take your time. I think this is what I wanted to say initially, but other things got my attention. It's better you take your time, prepare yourself, and get to a good country, even though I usually tell you that it's good for you to move out first. But you have to look before you leap. Don't do things because others are doing. Don't say, all my friends have done this, all your friends have done this. Do you know the realities of life? If I tell you how many people are in Europe, how many people are in Asia, how many people are in different countries who cannot even afford to eat, there are many people. Remind me, I told you I'll tell you the story of two Nigerians I've met here that came with their family, right? I'll tell you the story. If I forget, remind me because there are a lot of things to talk about. There are a lot of informations on my head. So sometimes I forget, they skip my memory. But if you keep reminding me, I read comment. That is why when I give information, I come back to get the feedback from you and then we'll progress. Like I told you, I had time today. So it is good for you to look before you leap. There are some countries you will go to, my dear, before you can be able to get your ground and say you will get to a better country, it will be very, very difficult. Most of them will require you to go back to Nigeria. And by then, the money you have spent in the first instance has gone. The years you have spent has gone. You understand? Most people are kings in Nigeria. Most people are kings in Cameroon, even though the economy is very, very bad. But then, the little money in your hand, why don't you effectively make use of it? You may not effectively make use of that money. I mean, effectively making use of the money in traveling is what I mean. You may not get the best result in traveling when you don't have enough information. One thing that is draining me, killing me every day is the news agents feed their clients with every day. And that is why it is always very difficult for a genuine person to get clients. You know why? Okay, for instance, I think last 2 months or thereabout, I had little spaces for me, and I was like telling people, some people were asking me to help them, to get to Finland or to get to other countries. Now, I told you that I can help, but I don't have a job, and I don't have a job to give to people. Like you ask me, oh brother, I need to come to Finland. Please, can you help me? All those kind of questions. Where do I start helping you? Before you want me to help you, you must give me where to start from, what you want me to do. If it's something I can do, I will let you know. Remember, I am not an agent. So that last month, I told them, okay, this is how it is. Like I had 3 persons I was making application for study for. Now I told them, this is how I run my own thing. This is how I do my own thing. For job now, it is difficult. It's not as if it's not possible, but I don't have the time to be make. Let me tell you how it goes because I'm a kind of person that I like telling you every. It will be a. It will be so. How do I put it? It will hurt me more for me to tell you or for me to do evil to you. If it will hurt me more than even you that is being done to. That is the kind of life I live. That is why whatever we're doing, I'll make sure that whatever I tell you is what I do. I'm not an angel. I'm not an angel. But if you know people who know me, that is the kind of person I am. It's better I tell you I cannot do this than saying I will do and not do it. So that's those persons, I tell them, okay, what I can do for you, I don't give jobs. Of course, if I have all the time in the world, I can. How job works is if I have the time, I will be making applications for job on your own behalf, the way I have taught you people to be doing on Facebook or on YouTube and most of my videos. I personally will be doing that for you, for all the people I want to help with job if I have all the time. It will take me like 10 hours every day for me to be making those applications, replying to the mails, making calls that has to do with it, asking recruiters, asking the company questions, telling them I made this application, I'm this, I am that, I'm this. Do they still have the space? I have made my application, I've not gotten any reply. As in following up on all those things which I told you to be doing on your own. So if I am doing that, I promised you to give you a job. That is exactly what I will be doing. Checking your mails, replying your mails, making application on daily basis on your behalf, on the number of people I have to help. And I cannot tell you it will. That is why when I see people who say they are agents, they do this one, I wonder, except if what I'm working on works out, maybe I have companies that I'm liaising with. When they have space, I'll say, okay, I have this space. I want to take this person to put in this position. But for now, I don't have it yet. I have not I have not authentically. How do? Don't let me go and speak nonsense. I have not. I have not gotten that. Authentic. Oh God, how do I put this? English Arala Hobikon. I have not really gotten a confirmation for that, right? So when I do, I'll let you know. For now, I don't. I don't. When I say I do, you should know that I do. So what I will be doing if I'm doing that is I would have been making applications and be checking on anybody who luckily gets the contract. I will tell you, okay, I have gotten a job for you. I will now start processing your resident permit. You understand? Which is guaranteed that I will get for you, definitely. So, but since I don't have the time and I don't have that time to be going through that stress, combining it with my own, I told you I cannot do this for now. As time progresses, if I'm to do it, I will tell you. I cannot do it for now. You understand? So I told the guy, okay, if it's making applications, at least study may not be all that difficult for me. I can make application for study. Highest, maybe I'll provide time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, run to the school, make checks and all that. When you get admission, you get your work resident permit for study and all that. So, but when you try to be truthful to people, they may not necessarily buy your idea. But if you start telling them lies, that is when they will believe you more. You understand? When you start feeding people, that is why agents eat many people's money. And I stopped all that because I don't need all those kind of stuff. I concentrated on my job until when I must have gotten what I need. Then if I want to do business, I'll tell you I want to do business. So that is for that. So guys, let's continue with the information, this thing here. Send your comments, I'll read them, and then we'll continue with the story we're telling or the discussions we have been making. Good afternoon, Mr. Kings. I'm watching from and I've read your this thing. Reacts, bro, is it everything fine to share here? What do you mean, Riaz? Is everything fine to share here? Yeah, you can share whatever. Is it that I don't know what you mean? Is it that I'm sharing things I'm not supposed to share here, or are you asking if it's possible for you to share anything here. Reacts, Wakwas. What is the, I can't pronounce that well, pardon me, but I think Riaz, I pronounced it well. Just let me know what you mean. Send a full description of what you mean. Let me respond to it. Then Kulabia said, watching from Tanzania, I appreciate what you are doing, brother. I was denied USA visa 2 times. I'm looking another pathway to abroad. Okay, bro. US, if you're going to US this time around, you see US, you see Canada, these two countries, it's very, very tough. It's very, very tough, bro. You can look out other countries that are favorable for immigrants for now, for migration. Then we are following. Okay, Tango. Now, Abdul Karim Hamza. What about driving job? Delivering driver or truck driver? Yeah, that's part of the work I'm doing here. But one thing about that is that there are things, a lot of process you need to pass through, and most of the times you need to be here present to get those kind of jobs. Delivering job, driving job, most of times you need to be here to be doing those type of job, and you need the kind of company I have now to be doing it as well. So Wowo Boy said, good day, sir. I have subscribed. Now, I didn't know the bottom line. Please, I just joined. Okay, Wowo Boy. What do you mean by you didn't know the bottom line? Maybe you can go back to where the video started from and start watching, or maybe when I end it, then you can start from there as well. Can I get your email? Longman Adebayo. Yes, you can even get my WhatsApp number. I think my WhatsApp number should be on my Facebook page. If you go to my Facebook page, follow me on Facebook, then I put my Nigerian WhatsApp number there. You can see my Nigeria. That number is for me to respond to messages as at when I have the time to, please. Because some people will send and say this guy doesn't respond. But pardon me, if you have been following me, you will see how my day runs. It's always a very long day for me. Always a very long day for me. So sometimes I had like only 4 hours of sleep a day. Sometimes only 5 hours of sleep a day. Just today, I'm resting at home. So my email address, you go to my Facebook page, follow us there, you can get all those stuffs there. Then Kelvin Drumming World, do you have any website where we can go and find these jobs? Kelvin, you are just following us for the first time. From your question, that's what it means. Sorry, excuse me, just 1 minute. Oh God. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Kelvin, it seems you're following us for the first time. If you have been following us, even on my WhatsApp, I don't usually introduce people on the WhatsApp page now, because most people who are there who are benefiting are not showing me the impact of the things I've been doing. That's why the WhatsApp group now, most people who are there, and not only few of them are showing appreciations. I will tell them, okay, go to our Facebook page, do this one, do that one. You don't see anything. But when they want information, they come directly, draining me on daily basis, giving information. life is all about life. It's all about trying to also see how you can make your own impact, no matter how small it is. If a big man has 50 million naira to give out, and you have only 10 naira, you understand? If big man has a net worth of 50 million, and out of that 50 million naira, he can give out 20 million out of it to people, or 1 million out of it to people. You that have 10 naira, how much can you give out from the 10 naira you have? Can't you give at least, if it's 50 kobo, to people, to show that when you have that 15 million, you can actually give out 1 million or you can give out 500, right? That is what people don't understand. And we read that every day from people. It's very, very bad of us. Seriously. Now, Lungman, can I get, I think I've responded to that. So, Kelvin, on my YouTube page, go to the videos I've made. Go to the videos I made on how I got, I think most of my videos, I don't, it's not one, it's not two. Most of my video, when you go to my YouTube channel, click on the description box. When you go, at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of my videos has job sites. Or you can go to my WhatsApp group, request for it. My admins will send them. They send it on the WhatsApp group every day, virtually every day. The links, all the links to find job in the whole of Europe, in the whole of Finland, the links are there. I don't hide those things. Your agents may hide it from you. I don't hide it. The links, the website, how to do it, samples of CV, I do all those things free of charge. I don't charge you anything. Even to the extent that the most painful part of it is that when you bring out yourself, burn yourself out to help people, they don't show appreciation on it. I even go as far as, you know, that when I was free, I went to the extent of ask my followers, they will attest to it. I think if any of them who has been following me from the beginning is here or are here, they can comment on the comment section and see if what I'm saying is lie or true. When I started, you know that I take out my time to teach people how to draft their CV to start making application. After teaching them, I'll still tell you, okay, if you have drafted it for yourself, send it to me. I will review it, give you corrections. Sometimes I will correct it myself, send back to them. But I did that continuously and continuously, helping people and helping and all that. Most of the people I helped are in Finland. But how do they say, I don't ask for your money, but reciprocating, at least saying thank you for this, thank you for that. You can help share his page, you can help do this one, you can help. I didn't ask for much. And mind you, people draft CV for 70 euro, 100 euro to draft a CV or even to review your CV. But I collected not even 1 naira from anybody, not even a dime from anybody to do all those stuffs. You understand? Simply to say, okay, even if you post a video, to even click on like, that doesn't cost anything. Imagine how bad people are. So when you post, even to click on the like button, that doesn't cost you anything. But me, it costs me time. It costs me every of my thing. It costs me one hour here in Europe is 14 euro, 12 euro, the least you can see. And I spend hours in helping. You understand? But it's all good. So let's go to the things we have here. Kelvin, I've told you where to get all those stuff, so do well to go there. Aladele Abimbola. Hi, since you said converting tourist visa to work visa is 70-30 and probably not advisable, what other routes is advisable as aside asylum for someone to stay over time with tourist visa? My bro, I have explained all the things that are involved. If you have been following here, you should have, except maybe you watched half and left half. Maybe when we end it, you can go back and uh watch the video to get all the information. People that are following me here, hope you guys were here when I explained everything about tourist visa, how you can what can help you to permanent your stay in the countries that allow for that. I think I have treated that, and I even said give more information and insights on that. Samuel, okay, Finland passport is still maintaining number two. Okay, yeah, it's like I said, it's either sometimes it gets to number three, sometimes it gets to number two most powerful passport in the world, Finland passport. And with that passport, you can travel to, depending, sometimes it's 93 countries. You can get to 93 countries, 92 countries with the Finnish passport. Only the Finnish passport, you can travel to 93, 92, 94 countries. I don't know how many it is right now because I have not checked recently. It changes. So the number of countries the passport can allow you enter determines how valuable that passport is, you know. So with finished passports, you can see it's very, very powerful, so to say. So that's why um, they are also trying to see how to make it more difficult. Do I need to write IELTS to apply for Finland? It's not must. If you are applying for studies, it depends on the school. There are some schools that will tell you that their English proficiency language is their English proficiency test should be IELTS. Most of them here requires Duolingo test. Do you understand? Why you even need English test in the first place is if you're making applications for studies that are taught in English. So that is when you need to write all those stuff. So, guys, I want to especially thank you and appreciate you all for being here. Then there is a story I said I'm going to tell of our two Nigerians I met here. Now, this is for those who are planning to relocate. If you're planning to relocate with your family, if you're planning to relocate, you have a family of one, you have a family of two, you have a family of three, four, five. Please listen to what I'm about to tell you now. It's an advice and also the realities on ground, which is our topic for today. When you leave Nigeria with your family and you're coming here without preparations, if you meet the realities on ground unprepared, it will cost you a lot. It's actually going to cost you a lot. So, and that is why I want to talk about this. I met one guy at the company I was working in. The guy came to Finland with his wife. His wife got admission. I don't know if is my voice clear, please. Are you guys hearing me clearly? Or is it no longer clear? Are you guys hearing me clearly? Let me know. So I met this guy and he already has gotten himself into some troubles here in Finland. He just relocated with his family and his wife. His wife got admission and then they came as dependents. If you're coming here as a dependent to your wife, listen and listen carefully, please. When you come in here, the first thing that should be your major priority is for you to get a job so that you can be able to renew your permit and even become independent without depending on your wife again. Because anything can happen. If that her study ends, your stay is ending. If anything happens to her, it automatically happening to you once you're dependent. Are you guys hearing me now? So if you're coming with your family and you are a dependent, either with your wife or with Abimbola, yes, clearly, okay, you're hearing me, Gloria Nwosu, you're hearing me. And while I'm talking about families, because some people are asking, is it possible to move? It's possible for you to move to Finland with your family, whether you're a family of one, whether you're a family of two, whether you're a family of three, four, five. The only thing you need to do is for you to, at the stage of making the application, make sure you have enough funds to sustain the number of persons that are coming here with you. That is all you need. And if the person who is the main applicant has a job offer, or if it's coming through study admission and the permit has been granted. So it's very, very possible. The only thing there is the money, right? To take care of them. Now, when you get here as a dependent, make sure, are you hearing me? Make sure your first priority is for you to get a job. And there is a secret that will be easier for you to do that. I think I will not say it now. Um, should I put money on it? Should I kind of monetize it, or should I give it as free as I always see, as I have always been doing? Because nobody gave it to me. You understand? I struggle to get all those things, but I will say it maybe not now, maybe in the subsequent videos I'm going to make. Now, there are ways to do it. Even if you look for a job, you don't get a job, there are things you need to do, and you may be independent from your permit. So, but when you come in, make sure you get a job. When you get a job, you become, with that job, you can make application for your own permit, and you are no longer dependent on whosoever that brought you. You are now independent on your own. The person, your wife, can also become a dependent on you as of then. Are you guys really understanding? So it is very, very good for you to learn the processes, get informations. It will help you a lot. It's actually going to help you a lot. So that is that. So this guy I met came here with his family. They were, according to him, they were doing well in Nigeria. He has two maids in Nigeria who was serving them. He wasn't doing anything, and he was living as a guy. He has a job that was paying, but he came here in Finland and made the realities. My brother, if you're earning 300,000 a month in Nigeria, 400,000 a month in Nigeria, you're a king. But that money cannot do anything for you here, because when they were coming, they sold almost everything and left some. So when he came now, he met the realities on ground that even the money they came with, because he relaxed, his oga. Some people, when you travel abroad, you think, I've secured the future of my family. I've secured my future. It doesn't end that way. That is when the struggle started. Do you understand? You have to work here. You have to labor yourself here for at least 1, 2 years before you can start stabilizing again when you move out of your country. But some people have that mentality that, especially those that go to agents, they spend like 10 million, they spend like 8 million, 5 million in coming here. And when they make all those expenses, their mentality is that they are making all those expenses to secure the future of their family. Peradventure, they succeed in getting their visa. Oh, heaven has the art in everything, every problem in life has been solved. It is not like that. That is when the problem starts. And that is when you're going to see the realities of life. Right? So when you spend like 10 million naira, like this family I'm talking about now, spend up to 10 million naira in coming here. I don't know the agent that did it, you know. They spent up to 10 million in coming. And when they came, it was almost everything they had. When they got here now, for you to, first of all, the realities that will hit you here, first of all, is that of your accommodation. You come here with a family of three, and you are not prepared for the things you are going to see here. First of all, accommodation. Remember, in Nigeria, in some other countries, house rent is paid on yearly basis. Highest, you can live comfortably in a house in Nigeria where you pay like, let's say, two-bedroom flat where you pay like 700,000 or less or more, but within that range, 700,000 naira, and you are a king, right? Now, or even if you pay 1 million in 1 year, if you live in an apartment, two-bedroom flat, remember our two-bedroom flat is flat. When they call it flat, is flat. You are going to have toilets in all the rooms. You are going to have bathrooms in all the rooms. You're going to have all those kind of facilities in all the rooms, balcony, the rest of it, and all that. And you're paying 1 million naira in a year. That is fantastic. You're a king. But the realities of life here, it is not like that. Here you pay on monthly basis, and it's more than that 1 million. Now, when you get a two-bedroom flat of that is less quality of that one in Nigeria. When I mean less quality, I don't mean the facilities, because the facilities here are superb. The finishing here are wonderful. You understand? The type of quality of living, as in everything about house here, is, you can compare them back there. Do you understand? But the spaces is not the same. The space is not the same, because here The bigger your room is, the bigger the money. The bigger your room is, the bigger the bigger your money. So space is costly here. Space is managed very, very well. You understand? So that is just that. So for instance, that two-bedroom flat you're living in Nigeria, you're paying 1 million naira a month. Pardon me, I usually use Nigeria always for those that are watching me from South Africa, from Cameroon, from Gambia, from anywhere, Cape Verde, Ghana, anywhere you're watching from. I use Nigeria because I'm a Nigerian, right? I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria, so to say. So I'm an Igbo man. When you hear Igbo people, I'm one of them. So I don't hide my identity. So I always use Nigeria because that is where I have had most of my experiences in. So I can use them as an example, and people from there and some other place will understand, right? Feel free to like our video if you're really enjoying this. It's so bad for us that I'm giving a lot of things out there free of charge without you trying to appreciate, just to like the video. That doesn't, you are not going to spend a dime. You can't spend any money to like it or to share it. It's just your strength to click a button, just to click a button. What of when I now ask you to give me something, which I will never? So that is just that. So the reality is here, the house is two bedroom now. You can get it here for like, let's say the least, this Helsinki region, this Usima region that I am in now, Vanta, Helsinki, Espoo, and or developed areas. When I mean developed, all Finland, all areas in Finland is highly developed. The only thing, uh, the thing I'm referring as developed is that there are some places that have more people in. Do you understand? Like Finland, one good thing about Finland is that it is not an overpopulated city. It is not overpopulated at all. So, but there are places, there are some communities that have more people in it, more activities than other places I call like rural areas. They are not rural in terms of development because almost every facilities you see here are there. Everything development, even some people, some of those places are more beautiful, are more serene than here. So that is that. It's just that more people are living here and there tend to be more job or more opportunities. So sorry, I've been sitting for a long time. I need to change position. So guys, when you get that house, two-bedroom flat, you may be getting it for like the least you can see in these areas I've called two-bedroom flats, you may be getting for like minimum of 700 euros a month. 700, 800. Then if you want good one, I'm just saying minimum. You may not necessarily get, you can get 900, 1000, 1001, 1002, 1005, 16 euros. That's the range of the houses you're going to find that is two-bedroom. If you're looking for one bedroom, that one bedroom I mean is that one place is the bedroom, then the other one is like parlor or sitting room where you find yourself. So that kind of apartment, it has its own kitchen, it has its own toilet and bathroom. Sometimes they have only one toilet and bathroom. Do you understand? That one toilet and bathroom is for the one bedroom. Even two bedrooms, most two bedrooms here have one toilet and bathroom, right? So you make use of that. The two rooms make you share those toilets and bathroom. So that's how they build it. They normally build them. Now, when you get that kind of house, you are paying, let's say on average, from 1,006 to 800 or 700. Let's go to the middle of what will be the middle self. Let me not go to 1,000. Let me go to 900. Let me come to 900. Now you are paying 900 euros for two-bedroom flats here in Finland. And as a Nigerian, maybe you paid all those money to an agent. You did not foresee the future, what will happen, and did not plan. and the realities of Finland or any developed country you get to meet you, you're going to find it very, very difficult. Now, if you meet yourself in that particular condition, remember that when you come in here, your wife is studying. She's not working, even though she's looking for a job to do to support her studies, which may not necessarily come immediately. It may come 1 month after, it may come 2 months after. You that come as a dependent, you don't have any job. It's not that you are not going to, you may get something to do, but you may not get it immediately. So you need to plan and make sure that you have the money. That is why immigration always asks you to provide proof. Hello, greeting from Finland. Yeah, Casper. Okay, bro, since you're already here in Finland, hope I'm making sense. I'm talking about the realities here in Finland. If I'm saying things that are not obtainable, if you're here already in Finland, please say it on the comment section so that people can also learn, right? Because I believe in giving concrete information. So please, Casper, if I have said anything since you're already here in Finland, I like people validating information, right? So you are already in Finland, you can still tell people if what have been saying is true or if I've been deraying, saying what is not obtainable. So, but I'm a raw person. I give you raw information. I don't add, I don't remove. So let's say 900. If you are paying 900, right, for like 2 bedroom apartment, remember, this is not an exact amount. I just made a kind of rough estimate. I told you from at least 700 to 1,004 or 1,006, depending on your taste and your money. You can get apartments of that price. Then, but we're using 900 at the middle. 900 now is what you're paying. And when you're paying that money, remember that money comes every month. And here in Finland, there is nothing like owing. There is nothing like telling a story. Oh, my bed, I was supposed to catch it, but it was sitting on the fence. But unfortunately, by the time I got there, the bed has flew away. There is no such story here. There is no such story here. You must. In fact, pay even before the deadline so that you also build your credit score. So that is how it is. So when you finish paying this money to an agent, your mind, have secured the future of my children. I've secured the future of my wife. I've secured, at least if I have not achieved anything, I have done this, I have done that. Brother, that is just the beginning. So make sure you make preparation for this money, at least money that can, if at least something that can last you for like 2 months, 3 months. Let's say you did not get anything at all. Let's say at least 3 months, right? It is very, very important. These days are not days when you will say, oh, let us go there. However we'll see it, we'll take it like that. No. What helped me here, when I was coming to Nigeria, I came in with some money, even though I know that with my work I had, I will be paying rent, right? With the work I have, I was not, my company is supposed to be paying for my rent, and at the end of the day, they will take it from my salary. If I was thinking that way, I wouldn't have come with any dime. I would have just come with my flight ticket and maybe money that will sustain me for like 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month before they pay me my salary. You understand? But then I thought ahead. I didn't even know that I'm going to meet the things I met, the stories I've told you here. I didn't know that I'm going to meet it. Assuming I'm that kind of person that says, okay, let's get there first. When we get there, whatever that comes, it comes. We'll always find our way. We are Nigerians. We are Cameroonians. We're Africans. We always find our way. Days are gone when you make travels based on that, right? So when I got here, the money I had with me helped me. I bought a car with the money I came with and the ones I borrowed when I came to Finland. I borrowed money from Nigeria. I was borrowing money. Like that, the family I'm telling you the story about, the guy who I was working with, who I'm telling you the story. He is still borrowing money from Nigeria to pay rent. These are realities. These are realities of life because you did not plan for it. And it's meeting you, it's hitting you, and it's as if in fact, he told me that he's going back to Nigeria, that he's even ashamed to make video calls with people in Nigeria because of what he's passing through. It is not enough for you to get your visa and say everything has been solved. It is not enough. When you get your visa, that is when the struggle starts. Because here you need to be strong. And he himself, sometimes there are some kind of job that will pop up. He won't want to do those kind of jobs. There are some kind of things that will come. He won't want to do, all those kind of people that at least they were receiving money in Nigeria and, a kind of. That is why I told a friend of mine that if you're traveling out, please make sure that you're the type that you are hungry in Nigeria. You are hungry where you are. Make sure in Nigeria, I was feeding myself comfortably and my family. You understand? But when I came here, I put myself, when I came here and met the difficulties I met with my work and job, I put myself in the shoes. Like I treated myself like somebody who was not even seeing a food to eat. In Nigeria, I had my own personal car. I have my flat where I'm living. I live at least an average Nigerian life. Do you understand? But when I came here, I started seeing, for me to survive, I started living my life like somebody who have not even owned a bicycle. I don't know if I'm making sense. That is the spirit to survive. If not, you are not, it will be the kind of things you will face, it will be very difficult. Western world is good. Western world is good. My brother, it is when you must have paid the price. If you don't pay the price, you will suffer. That is why some people are staying here for years and they are not making out anything. So right now he's telling me that he is going back to Nigeria. That in Nigeria, at least he has his land there. He can sell land and start afresh. That he doesn't know what he's doing here. It's even his wife that pushed him to be, a kind of coming here. That he has his good job, and this coming here has already made him to lose his job in Nigeria, which he doesn't know that. But at least it's better for him. So, guys, going back to the housing and all the rest issues, the reality is when you now pay that 900 euro for like two-bedroom apartment, let's make the calculation, right? As at this morning, if I use Ace Money app, because sometimes when I want to make transfer to Nigeria, I use Ace Money app. Please, guys, I don't know Ace Money. I've not seen who owns it, but I think, guys, it's very, very good. It's a good app. Ace Money, right? ACE, Ace Money app. When you want to make transfer from Europe to Africa or any part of the country, if you use Ace Money app, their rates are very good. Remember, they didn't tell me to do, I have not talked with them. I have not spoken with them before, but based on my own experience, though, the first transaction I made with them wasn't good enough. The first transaction I made with them, wire me something now, use Ace Money. Okay. So the first transaction I made with Ace Money, the experience I had was very, very bad, but I kept um talking with them. Another good thing is that they have good customer care service. Like there are people who, when something goes wrong, you can communicate with them and they can respond to you. I call them on phone, I chat them through mail, and they respond. They were telling me they were doing something, but my problem then was I sent that money for a very important something that I needed the money to be delivered urgently. And it took me like 1 week before that money was delivered. I'll be 1 week plus or 2 weeks because they said they had challenges with my bank in Nigeria. So it took them long for them to do that transfer. But after that one that had problem, other transfers that I've been doing with them are going instantly. You understand? And their rate is very good. So when I checked their rates today, their rate was about €1 is 1,725 naira. That is €1. Right? Now let's calculate If you're with your calculator, please, I would like to get your comments on your reaction on the comment section, because I'm not with any calculator. So my phone is what I'm using to record. Times 900 euro times 1,725 naira. Let's know how much it came out. That is the rent, only the rent you're going to pay. Please, I would like us to be following now, so that we'll know the realities. Those that are planning to come, you know the realities you're going to meet on ground, how to prepare yourself better, so that things don't meet you unaware and you don't become like some of the people I've met here who are planning to go back, right? Now, times 900 euro times what money is in Nigeria, or what money is in your country. 900 times 1,725. How much is it? Let's know. So, okay, Ant says is 1,530,000 naira. That is what you'll be paying in 1 month. Only rent. Then if you're coming with a family of three, you will be paying 25 euro for water. Also times the 25 euro times 170 times 1,725 naira. You will be paying 25 euro. Your wife will be paying 25 euro for water, and your child will be paying 25 euro for any head, any human being that is in that building will be paying 25 euro. I don't know if some housing corporations normally reduce it for children or what. I don't know, but each person that is in that house will be paying 25 euro for water, right? So if you're three, times 25 times three, right? 25 times three, then you get the total of water bill you're going to be paying. I'm coming, oh. Then another expenses you need to look at, which is very, very important, because in this type of the world, connection is very important. You can't stay without your internet, right? Even though most house comes with the house you're paying for comes with its own internet subscription. Some of them, except for those that don't have, but your house should have internet connection. But what of when you leave the house and go out? So I don't even use that of the house. I use more of my phone subscription. Currently, I'm using a 5G subscription, right, which costs me 35 euro every a prepaid 35 euro subscription, but one good thing about it is that it's unlimited. You can do whatever, make calls within here free with that subscription, and as well as browse the internet and all that. So I'm paying 35 euro for it. Let's take for instance, maybe you're doing the cheaper ones, you're paying 22 euro for it, times also 22 euro times what the exchange rate is in your country, so that we'll know. So so okay, water bill is 129,375 naira. That's very, very good. So when you calculate this, these three things I've called: house rent, house rent, water bill, internet subscription. What else is important? What else is important? I mean, those things, what I'm trying to tell you here is that is those things you cannot live without, right? Oh, guys, staying in a place so for a very long time. What I'm telling, those amenities you cannot live without are the things I'm trying to tell you now. Then another thing is food. Well, as for food, food is not all that exorbitant, but let's say a family of three can survive on 300 euro per month, right? Depending, except maybe you guys are eating expensive stuff or going to eat finished food. I have not eaten all those things. Though going to eat out in restaurant, a plate of food that I cannot even eat. Imagine when I shared my experience of the first day I went to buy rice and chicken, rice, chicken pepper, something that looks like chicken pepper soup that I wanted to use as a stew to eat it, because I know definitely I cannot eat their stew. So I bought that rice, and stew for like, guess how much? That rice and stew, I bought it for like two of them worth I think approximately 20 euro, right? 20 euro. That was what it was. So times 20 euro times the exchange rate. If we're using naira is 1,725 as at when I checked it this morning with Ace Money app. So that is the rate. Now, assuming you are eating out like that, you spend at least 20, let's say the whole family eats out and you spend like 30, 40 euro every day. Imagine how much you'll be spending in 1 month. So, but if you're buying your own food and cooking, approximately the whole family can survive on 300 to 350 euro or less, depending on how you manage yourself. So, on a month. So, we have calculated food, we have calculated your house rent. Then, one important thing is light. It's very, very important. So in Finland here, how they do it is that you have your own contract with your power supply company, whichever company you want to make use of. You sign a contract with them because they are the ones that are going to be giving you lights in the house you rent. Whichever company you know that is cheaper, that is good for you, maybe their terms and conditions are better for you, you use them. So these companies, you have like a contract with them. So depending on the usage you use in a month, at the end of the month, before the end of the month, or at the end of the month, they will send you the bill. So let's take for instance, your light bill is 30 euro, which sometimes it may be more than 30, 40, 45, depending on how you use it, right? But let's go to the down part of it. Let's say 30 euro. Then how much is 30 euro converted to naira? I'm saying this for those of us, most people that have been asking me this question are people who are already trying to migrate Africa to um Africa to Finland, especially from Nigeria. So you have to put all these things together. And that is why when you're making application, when they ask you to present your statement of account to prove that you can be able to take your family, they are not actually joking. In the other way around, when I'm not here, I was seeing it as if they are trying to make it difficult for me to travel. But now I understand that they are trying to even help you because of things you are going to face. They already know how the country works. They are trying to help you to plan yourself. Some of us that are making that are going to make proof of fund and all that, we are not actually doing good to ourselves, because sometimes uh how we think of it, maybe we'll find our way. Some of us don't usually find our way. Why most of us do? Because we survive in any condition. So when you calculate all these things, light, rent, um, subscription, your bundles for calls, and then what other thing did I mention? Light, rent, subscription, and food. So you put these four things, which are the primary things you need to consider when you are here, as long when your permit is being granted to you. Can you be able to foot the bills, the sum of all these things? Can you be able to foot it for like 3 months consecutively without looking for money outside anywhere? Is it possible for you? If it's possible for you, then you are welcome. If it's not possible for you, you have to make a backup plan. Do you understand? You have to make a backup plan. Once you come in, start looking for people who can help you out. And the worst thing is that it is difficult to find help. Most black people you will see, everybody has his own problem on his head. Some don't even know how to go about it. Everybody have their own problem on their head. You understand? But getting information will help you. And that's why I'm here to share information. So once you get in here, struggle as much as you can to first of all get what is giving you money, even if the money is to cover for only your rent. Then you can be using your little savings to support. Because remember, on coming as a dependent, maybe your wife is studying or you are studying, your wife is working. Which work is not yet found, you also be making expenses for the person that is going to school. At the end of the year, if you didn't get anything, you will still pay school fees. Do you understand? So all those things are realities in life. They are realities you need to find. So, Aunt, you said cheaper. What do you say? What is cheaper here? Bro, how to find construction job? There are no specific or different ways of finding any type of job you want. The only difference there is how you package yourself and package your CV. That is the difference. But the application techniques, the application processes are the same thing, which I have taught. Go to my YouTube page, go to the list of my videos, check the videos I've made there. You will see different topics, how to do this, how to do that, how to prepare CV, how to do this, how to do this, and all of that. They are already there in my YouTube page channel, YouTube channel, sorry. It's just for you to scroll down. When you scroll down, then you any topic that interests you. Most of them, I think, did I caption them well? Most of them, the videos may not be all that perfect in terms of the quality, the camera quality and the editing, but the informations there are fully packed. I keep on saying it. If you can listen attentively and act on the things I've taught, they work. Really, they work. It's just I'm not like a person who shares testimony. There are people, the things I'm telling you, how you know, all those content creators, every day you keep seeing testimonies of people, they keep posting it. How many have you seen me post? Right? I think the ones I put is just like it's just on my WhatsApp page, WhatsApp group that I'll just post any day I have time. Oh. I don't make noise about them. Does it mean there I have not gotten a lot of people I brought here? There are a lot of people that have been here through my own personal help and God help to them. You understand? But the main aim is not for me to start broadcasting it for them. The main aim is just for me to do good to them. And if they remember tomorrow, fine. If they don't remember, God has my own reward for me. That is the kind of person I am. So I'm not the kind of person that comes always and start telling, hey, this person, I made this person. Oh, I made this person. Oh, because of me, this person is doing this. No. If the person remembers tomorrow and say, okay, I want you to do this, fine. But if I don't even care, I don't give a dime, because I don't see me helping you to come to Europe or travel to your dream country as a big deal. Because when you get there, my main aim is for you to survive. It's one thing to get there, it's another thing to survive there. Guys, getting there alone is not the end. This thing you must learn. When you get your permit, just know that that is when your struggle starts. Most people just get relaxed. Oh, I'm here now. And so what? Many people are here. Many people are there now. I've been there since. Do you understand? Many people are there now and has been there since. So, what makes the difference is that what you make out of there now. Pardon me, I'm laughing, right? But I don't know if I've been making sense, guys. Have I been able to make sense? Have you been able to benefit from this live stream? Let me know on the comment section. Have you been able to learn one or two things from me? Have I made any impact so far? Or have I been saying jargons? So those things are the things you need to consider. So when the guy was coming, he said nobody told him about all these things. He didn't know about it. And another bad thing he did was that, how do I say it? Don't tell anybody. Oh. He doesn't know how to drive well in Nigeria, but he has Nigerian driver's license. Don't go and tell anybody I said that, because I was even afraid, because these kind of things are things that will make one day maybe the authorities will wake up. Okay, make I change them for broken so that una go understand better. So waiting I dey talk we say the guy know I don't know how the driver's license they enter in hand. I no know how e take enter, but the koko there be say im carry the stuff come, and luckily for him, um im change am. As im change am to dis country permit, as im change am, im go look for car. The think say na as driving dey for Nigeria na so e be here. 2 days, 3 days, e don get problem, cause driving here, everybody on the road expect you to know the rules. So sometimes you will get to a junction. When you get to that junction, nobody is waiting for you. If it is your turn to wait, if the place you are is a T junction, you understand? The place where you dey, if say the place na junction, maybe a T junction or maybe a roundabout, you should know when it is your right to wait and when it is your right to move. If it's your right to wait, nobody cares if you are waiting or not. They are just turning. They will just turn. And if you hit them, now you go pay. They know they argue. Immediately you hit. Na that time you dey see police dey come immediately. I no know, guys, una dey understand wetin I dey talk ba? I know say my broken English no too dey good, but I just wan use am so that we no go cast ourselves. We all should be our brother's keepers. Una understand? So if una dey hear me, so just let me know that you're understanding what I'm actually saying. I'm trying to make it a kind of, let me try to code it a little bit. So the guy wey I dey talk about no too gel for driving. I no know whether him actually go the practice for our place. I no know whether him actually do the practice well for our place, but the koko be say him get the paper wey dey give us, say you don dey okay to enter road. You understand? So and if you get that paper, come here, you fit use the paper take am, change am to people wey dey here, the permit wey dey use here. You fit use am do am. But him come go get him own and him no sabi drive. Him no sabi how to move motor. So as him carry am come, use strong eye, because here wey we dey, as long as you get the necessary document, as long as you get the necessary papers wey they need, you prove am and they see say e dey genuine, they go give you wetin you want. Una understand wetin I dey talk now? So na wetin the guy do. So as the guy na strong we dey use for everything. Okay, bro. So the guy use strong eye now. So as the guy kukuma come get the this thing, so him convert am now, use am. He no know say no be to know how to move motor be the main issue. Just like I dey tell una, if wetin you know how to do na only just to move motor, especially motor wey be automatic, you understand, you never start, abeg go learn how you go take dey drive manual. Na im be the best. If you fit dey move manual wella, if you fit dey drive manual wella, nothing, no Jupiter, nothing wey you no fit do here in terms of driving, nothing wey you no fit do. So as the guy come go get am now, you know say for here, dey get rules and regulations wey dey regulate the road. E get place wey you no suppose run some speed, you no suppose pass the number of speed wey dey say make you pass. Guys, if I'm saying this in English, it would have been clearer, but I just wanted to be saying it in a way that it would be a kind of coded, even though I'm not all that good in broken English, but make I just dey talk am so that we go understand. So the guy, e no know the places wey dey say make you no pass this limit o. E get number. Some places get 30. You no fit drive past 30. Some places get maybe 40. Some places get 50. Some places get 60. Some places na 80 highways. Some highways na 100. Then some na 120. You can do anyhow, but then the limit still be 120 o. So guys, the guy first time wey he enter work, he buy motor. Na him the guy use the motor go hit person. for here. And you know say na gbege be that. Once e don happen, e don sup. And another thing here be say everything wey you dey do, they dey record am. At the accounting day, the day of record, na him dey go bring everything for you. So it is not enough for you to drive. Wetin dey there be say, abeg, go read. Even if you get the paper wey dey take move motor for our country or for the country where you dey, you get the paper, the thing wey they call license. You get am. We know the way wey we dey drive there no be the way wey they dey drive here. You see me yesterday, if you see me where I dey drive, you go understand. The lines, the roads get markings, e get signs wey dey for that road. Unlike Naija road wey be say na only line wey they go draw demarcate the ones wey dey go this side and the one wey dey go the other side. They go demarcate am into two. So wetin you know na just to dey run straight. You understand? Wetin you know, wetin you know na just once you enter road, just dey run straight until when you want to corner, you cannot corner anyhow. E get place where you go come, you go see the drawing. E get place road where you go dey, they go put dot, meaning say you fit turn to the other lane, meaning say you no fit turn, meaning say you fit turn to. E get where you go, the line dey thick, come dey straight. Meaning say on no account must you turn enter the other lane from that place where the line dey thick. You understand? On no account. If for anything, listen now, those people wey won't come, those people wey no get driver's license, e good, but it's not good for you as well, because you go pay a lot of money and pass through a lot of stress before you go fit get am. So on no, that lane wey dey thick, on no account must you, maybe you want overtake, because here sef to overtake dey very difficult. You know, no need to overtake anybody except on, I don't know whether I don't overtake cars for more than 3 times here since why they drive for like how many this thing why they drive here. You understand? So everybody is very, very careful in driving. So on no account, for instance, that line where they are the middle of the road demarcates. Maybe you are driving on a 3-lane road. Motor dey here, motor dey center, motor dey here. You see say you want turn left, but you can't go there for wetin they call am, this other side, the third line end wey dey for the right, but na left you want turn. So you come as an expert driver there in Nigeria or in your own country, you come one corner. You no look the drawing on the floor, whether the place where you dey na place where you fit enter for the other lane, whether na place where you no fit enter. You can't go enter, maybe mistakenly hit person. That day you don't carry gbese be that. You understand? So on no account, because if you hit person, whether na the person hit you self, maybe you corner, the person can't hit you, now you go still pay. You know, say if na Naija, you go say, hey, you hit my car, do you know who I am? They don't even need to argue am. The ground already, the drawing on the ground already tell you wetin go happen. You understand? The signs on the ground have already been a judge. So when police come, they don't need to ask question. And here, nobody they lie about wetin happen once accidents happen, because cameras are almost everywhere. The ones where camera no go fit capture, the lanes there can attest to the story. So this our guy where I dey talk about, come go for the roundabout though. Roundabout day. You understand? Motor they come from the left. And you know, say when you dey approach roundabout straight like this, you are here now. And motor they come from here. They pass. You no suppose go once that motor they come from here. You no suppose go once you dey come that roundabout. If motor they come from your left at a roundabout, whether you don't reach and the motor dey closer, you see say you go pass. No pass, my brothers and sisters. I beg, I use God beg you. No pass am. Jejely wait. Make that one where they come from left just pass. They go where they go before you move. The same thing when you move, come go the other place. as you dey come from left, the other person wey dey come from the other road to join go still wait for you, you go pass. So na the rules. But my guy no too know the rules. Him dey drive as him take dey drive before him come. Na so him come go as him wan pass that roundabout. Him say to him, him tell me say, say that car dey come. Him dey wait say okay, him go first pass. Immediately wey him pass, make that one pass. And here already, they don already know the rules and everything. So they expect you to have known everything. Nobody is teaching anybody anything. So nobody dey teach anybody anything. I was looking at the comment section. Sorry. Nobody dey teach anybody anything because they believe that before you can get the driver's license, you must have passed through the experience. They must have taught you. And that is why before they give you driver's license, they must make sure you pass that. Nobody is they know they do them by mago. They know they do them here by I know person or I know anybody. You must pass through the process before you get it, except for those of us who already have. You understand? And meet up the criteria. So now, so my guy can't go pass. So immediately when him pass, now in the car brush him for back. And the car hit him. Now the car hit him, but now him they pay. So you see what they tell you why? Because he was the one at fault. And the thing why they tell you now, no be say the guy now just once he get that problem. He get the problem like 3 times. Then I go tell you the whole story so that some of us when they come go get why I they talk all these things be say it is in my heart that the difficulties I pass through, people following me or people at my back or people who I knew or people who know me will not learn in the hard way I learned or I've seen people learn. You understand? That is the thing. If you can open my heart, or you have been my friend, you have seen me. That is the kind of life I live. I live a life that if I pass through some difficulties following these routes, or if those routes I'm following cost me 30 days for me to go through it, and I pass through some difficulties in going through it, somebody following me at the back, I make sure that I warn the person of the places I saw potholes when I was trading that route, which delayed me. I'll make sure I warn the person of places that were slippery when I was going through that road. You understand? Which delayed my getting there, which made me to get there in 30 minutes or 30 days. So that the person can at least minimize and maximize his own time and get there. Maybe if I got there in 30 minutes, the person will get there in 5-10 minutes. And tomorrow it's easier. The person can say, oh, this person actually helped me. Whether you remember to thank me or not, I don't even care. So that is the kind of life I always live. You understand? Everybody is not the same. Now, so the second one, they say, as he hits that car, as that car hit him, no be him hit him, no be him hit, because he was trying to move first at the roundabout. Him they try make him move before the other one go come follow him for back. But them no know something like that. Them already expected you to wait for them to pass. If na you, they go still wait for you to pass. So na the rules, you must obey it. So as the thing happened, immediately police don't show. The insurance and everything, no be small money. They first fine him. The first fine where they give him na 1,000 euro. Person will come from Nigeria. The first fine where they give him. They never they talk about to repair the car, because definitely na him go repair. If the car gets spoiled beyond repair, he go buy new car. Be that if he rejects it and maybe his insurance and these people insurance discuss and it leads to buying new car, he go buy them. They know they argue about that one here. You understand? So now so the thing be. So when he don't hit them, that one don't stop. So waiting at they try talk here be say, why that one happen be say, him no really know how, waiting him know be say for Nigeria in they move car. e get the difference wey dey between I know how to drive, I dey drive, I'm a driver, and I dey move car. To put car for especially those people who only know how to drive, I see, especially when you see all these people, make I no talk, if I say yahoo now, e go be like people wey dey buy car, just dey, if you just get money buy car, you don already dey drive. No be, it's not like that. So when you put motor for drive, you reach where you dey go, you put am for reverse, you turn back, you put am for park, you come down, or you don become driver. E no be like that at all. The more important thing about driving here is for you to know the signs. That is why you pass through the practical test, you pass through first the theoretical test and the practical test. Time be the main thing. E no end there, my people. Why I dey talk this thing for broken be say I dey wan talk about the thing wey the guy do wey dey bad, wey fit prevent most of us wey dey come from Africa from being able to change from I don go to English again. I want I dey try make I put this thing for broken. So some of those things na, like if they dey record am now, to an extent now, if they have higher rate of people who dey do this kind thing, they go say these people no qualify to come dey change their papers here again. The paper wey they take drive motor, they no go dey give them the land, the obodo motor, the obodo driver's paper. You understand? They no go dey give them because say people wey they don already give am, they mess up for road. So they believe say these people no dey actually get am for or get the knowledge wey they suppose dey get before they come collect our own. So that guy now, he just get that paper. We no know how he get am, but na original sha. So assuming say he go through the process, frankly speaking, I go talk am, but make I just leave am. Me myself, when I get my own, I know too. I learn how to drive, but no be say professionally and all that. But within the space period of year, I begin to get experience, and I drove for almost 5 years in Nigeria before. You understand? So I don't know how in getting own sha. Me, I pass through the due processes in getting my own. So when I get that, when he can't get that one here, that was the first one. The second one be say, the Niger driving experience now, him dey for, I dey tell you the reason why he tell me say him dey go back to Nigeria, so that una go understand the things why I dey talk. Yes, my brother, he said bribing and through bribing. Now out of experience you dey take talk, so them go don find you well. Okay, bro. I never get any fine. I go explain to you the kind of fine wey I don get here. When I explain this my guy own finish, I don get fine for driving, but no be serious fine. Now I go tell you the fine when I finish this one now. So the second one wey he get, you know our Naija drivers experience now. Him dey rush to go somewhere. As him dey, traffic light dey on. God, this one dey very very stupid though. Bro, for 3 lane, three lane like this, traffic light dey. You know say for here now, 3 lane fit dey. 1 lane, this one go fit go. Let's say the last lane at the right hand side, and the last lane at the left hand side. In some places, the left hand side own fit go 2 ways. You go see the marking on the ground. If he go straight, if he go left. Some of them fit go only left. You understand? If they go only left and you can't go stay for that last lane, the must be say you must go that left. Is not permitted by law for you to say, okay, you go left, can't go right. If they catch you doing that, is an offense, which they must certainly, or you go even fit do one, because if you want enter left, people where they the middle lane, they go straight automatically. You go hit them, or they go hit you, and now you go pay. So the same thing with right. If you dey for the last part of the right lane, I don't know how go dey take dey explain this so that una go understand am. That last part sometimes e dey get something like the I get pen here make I just write am so that una go see. E dey get something drawing for the ground like an arrow that shows straight and an arrow that shows right. You understand? If you see that arrow, those two arrow, one that shows straight and one that shows right, two of them na one drawing e be o. Na one drawing e be. But e mean say in this lane you can go straight, you can either go straight or you can either go right. You understand? But when you see the one wey be like angle like this, then show arrow wey go only left. E no show arrow wey cross wey dey like T con go front. If you dey for that lane, there is nothing should make you to go straight. Even if maybe you mistakenly enter that lane and you are going straight, my brother and my sister, jejely go that left, that right wey dey tell you make you go. But when you go, you find way turn, come back, come go your right way, come go straight where you dey go. On no account must you say, oh, it's a mistake, oh, you turn your steering immediately. If you do it, you will hit a car and then you are in trouble. So our brother wey come know all this kind of rules for road. E no know am. E just carry car based on say him don change in paper here, dey use his paper and him get luck say him don get that, because assuming say he never get am, come get all these records, you no go fit get am again. So as him dey for that lane, come find out say that lane dey go straight, but the one wey him wan go na the one wey dey go right. And so our bros so and the one wey dey go right, the traffic light dey show green, say you fit go that right. Why the one wey him dey show red and him dey in a hurry? That straight one dey show red. The one wey you go take go straight dey show red, but the one wey you go take go right dey show green, meaning say you fit go right. So wetin our brother do be say him come go at the middle of the road where people dey your back, dey your front, dey wait make traffic light show green, make dey go. Our bros come go change gear, come put am for reverse. Wetin him dey think? I no know. Him put am for reverse, make him reverse, see small space, come enter the right way him dey go. A professional Nigerian driver, like, you know. God. Bros, this is I dey laugh at am, but it's not laughable because it's a serious traffic offense, a very serious one. And as he's putting left, even if maybe I get car, the good thing about here is that maybe I get car wey don tire me to dey drive. If I see you dey do that kind of thing, I fit move my car front, you come hit me. If I move am front, you hit me, I go say I no dey drive that car again, I wan change am, and you must buy me new one. Na so e be. You go call your insurance, I call my insurance, we'll sort am out. Na new one I need. The car don tire, I no need am again. You understand? So na so my guy reverse now, go hit another car for back based on say him wan go right. Why in the middle of the road where we say the drawing there shows you cannot even turn. The rules on that's why you need to read, you need to understand. So it's not enough for you to say you can move cars, you can drive. If you're following my live videos on the tour we have been doing, it is not only that we are touring and showing you places. I was also showing you a lot of things, even the ones I don't even know. Those who are willing to learn will learn. You understand? Because I was following the rules. And another one, that was the second mistake he made. He was even very, very lucky. His permit has not been collected from him. I'm talking about that one. He went and made another detrimental error. And one thing about these people is that they are keeping records. Do you know that one person here got denied his passport? He has stayed here for like 6 years, 7 years. He went to apply for passport. He is already qualified for passport. Do you know what made them not to give him citizenship? Guess, do you know what? only one thing, one offense that to us is nothing, but to them is a big thing. They checked his driving history. He has a history. He has an offense, one offense. What was that offense? That he beat traffic light once. He beat traffic light once. What do I mean by him beating traffic light? Traffic light was showing red. I don't know whether it's mistakenly to him that he did it or willingly or knowingly. But the record has it that he has beat traffic light once, and that made them to deny him. That was the reason they gave him in his application. That made them not to give him grant his permit for citizenship, which he applied. And that is what I'm telling you. They keep record. You may not know. That thing happened years back. Oh, he has forgotten about it. But the record is there. Rich said no be mistake. He thinks na Naija. He think na Naija he did. Okay. So that was the mistake he made, and that was what cost him. So as I'm giving you this information, you that is planning to come, you need to be extra careful. Sometimes nobody will even ask you of anything. Like this last mistake he made, which I have also made. I have also made this last mistake that he made, which I paid for, right? This last mistake, nobody will come and start chasing you. Nobody like in Nigeria or any country where maybe you see road warders and all that coming to say, "Hey, stop that car! Do you know what you have just done? How can you beat? Look at the traffic is nobody has that time for you. Everything is recorded. By the time you get home, you get your bill. If you don't get it that day, definitely the next day or upper, you must get the bill. It will come to your address, and you will see, and you must pay. If you don't pay it at the due date, it increases. If you don't pay it, it increases. It will be increasing until when it gets to the deadline, they will send Olosoto for you. And when Olosoto comes for you, they will collect the money by force. And once Olosoto is in your case, my brother, you cannot rent house again with your name here in Finland. It is not possible for you to rent your house. You have created a bad image. That is the worst thing you can ever do once you come to Finland, allowing any of your credit matters or your transaction matters to get to Olosoto. If it gets to them and they come into your case, your financial record is tarnished. In fact, that's the worst thing that can ever happen to you. Don't allow that. Or maybe you're owing rent, or maybe you're owing somebody, or maybe there is a bill that is waiting for you to pay. You did not pay it, and they gave you a deadline. The deadline passed. Olosoto will come, and when they come, they must get it. And once they have the history is recorded, you have the record because everything is on system. They are recording everything. It's recorded that you have had a history of Olosoto, bro. Anywhere you go to rent house, you cannot with your own name. That is the end for you. Okay, Olosoto is a kind of body, that are in charge with enforcement of debt recovery. Do you understand? They enforce debt recovery. They recover if you fail to pay. Maybe I have a company, or maybe there is maybe for instance, okay, let me use the one we know. For instance, your house rent is due on um on 30th of March, right? That 30th of March is the deadline you're supposed to make that payment. You did not pay that house rent on 30th of March. The landlord may give you, or anybody, the law may permit, okay, you have they will give you extra 1 week or 2 weeks, but that will come with penalty anyway. Do you understand? So that will come with a penalty, maybe an increment of 5% or an increment of whatever, and they gave it to you. The deadline of that one they gave you pass, you did not pay. Some may give you another one. If you pass, you did not pay. They will take your matter to them and leave it to them. They will recover the money, and the money may be 1.5% out of what you are supposed to pay. As in, what do I mean? Why by one? It may be one and a half. Instead of paying one, like maybe you were supposed to pay 1,000. By the time they will come to recover it, when they calculate other expenses they have made, instead of paying 1,000, you may end up paying 1,005. But you must pay it. They do. I'm say this one. That is must. Yes, it automatically affects your credit rating badly when debt goes to collection. Yeah, that is how it is. So the third mistake he made, which I have fallen a victim of once, was that he was but his own is worse than mine. He was running on a residential area. That residential area, most residential areas here have a speed limit of 30 kilometer per hour or 40 kilometer per hour. That is what most residential areas have, or most business, as in most places people are, most maybe shopping mall, a kind of most as in places where people are going. So most, yeah, patience, Dominic. God bless you, bro, for the legit information you're giving. All right, thank you, my is it sister or brother? Thank you, whichever gender. God bless you too. Patients are always a male anyway. So, but Dominic is patients are always a female, but Dominic is male somehow, whichever one. So that one, when you're driving in a residential area, there are speed limits you need to look. Of course, these things are not hidden. That's some of the things they will teach you while driving. It's either you see it, they paste it on bill, or they write it on the road you're driving. On the floor of the road is written. And one good thing about Finland here is that their roads are very, very clean. They wash it, they sweep it, they do everything on that particular road. All the signs are visible except for some places that are old, but they maintain it always. They maintain, they redraw, they write it again and all of that. So sorry. So those places, patients, are women allowed to do delivery? Hey, what is allow? What are you talking about allow? Who is holding you? Sister, there is nothing like limitation. What a man does, a woman does it better. Don't mind me. But you don't have any limitations in terms of gender. No limitations. That work you see me doing on my life, women does it as well. You understand? You don't have, as long as it's something you can do, there is no limitation to what you can do as a woman. No limitation at all. So on running on that road, the speed limit was 30. Can you guess what our guy was running on? He was running on 70 kilometer per hour. While on the road he was running, it was the speed limit highest you can run on that road is 30 kilometer per hour. And he ran 70 kilometer per hour. And cameras captured him. Because when you're doing that, there are cameras on the roads. Yeah, like if you followed me on the live stream I did on Wednesday, is it Wednesday? Yes, I think I showed one of those cameras. Very, very sharp. The pictures this camera will send to you, your ordinary photographer, your photographer cannot take that perfect picture for you. To snap you a wonderful and glorious picture. Wonderful and glorious picture that you have not seen before. So that is just that. So he ran on 70, and when he was running on 70, he was like, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't actually know what he was thinking. So that 70 per hour, that 70 kilometer per hour, he was captured. As he was captured, this one exceeds immediate fine. What they did was they kind of invited him, police invited him, because there is a limit. They will just give you instant fine. There is a limit, you get invitation. All right, guys. I'll be back soon. Let me just do one or two things. Just feel free to join. I will be back soon, a few minutes later. Right? Let me know if you'll be joining back. Um, are women allowed Okay, the Chero said free visa available. You see, this is why agents can eat your money. Chero, if you have been following me, you know what exactly I do here, and no advices I give for people who talk about this kind of stuff you talked about now. Jeffrey, Jeffrey said, bro, thanks for your updates. I actually enjoyed everything about your channels. In fact, I'm working seriously hard to come over to. Okay, we talk on WhatsApp personally. Can we talk on WhatsApp personally? Okay, if I have the time, yeah, yes, for sure. Patience, okay, we're waiting. All right, then, let me just end this now, then come back in a few minutes' time.